this was a brekkie I used to make for the kids, mate. Yeah. Alright, so your bacon's cooked, man. Alright, bacon's cooked. And then you just pour your egg on top. Pour your egg on top. Like that. It's got cheese and salt, pepper, you know, everything in there. Okay. How you doing, man? I hope you're good. I hope you're well, boys. 1 minute. Let me sort my shit out. I hope you're good, mate. Just let it cook slowly. Don't have it on high temperature. Okay, and the cheese will start to melt. Okay, and it goes into the bacon, cheese. Lovely, mate. Lovely, lovely. Couple of slices of toast. Done pretty easy. Show you how to cook, boys. Yeah, you'll be doing a lot of cooking in your life. You know, if you don't eat, mate, you got to go out and buy the stuff. And you don't want to be doing that all day. All right, every day. Going and buying a breakfast or whatever. So learn how to cook. And also, if you get married and you have kids, you're going to learn how to cook. Okay? You're going to learn how to cook. You will if you want a nice breakfast. Unless you want it all burnt. They want my channel taken down, boys. They're trying to take down my channel. They've been pretty successful at it, okay? They're filing things here and, you know, complaining about everything. They got my TikTok taken down. My TikTok was banned. Permanently banned. Permanently banned, boys. You think about all that trash and all that fucking pieces of shit that are on TikTok, mate. That stream. Think about all of them. They're all sweet, bro. No wonder they got so many accounts, eh? They got like 4 different accounts. And it's because they get banned, eh? But they don't get permanently banned, do they? But they permanently banned my channel. Not that I don't care. I don't care. I really don't. Anybody that cares about social media, mate's got a problem. You know. They got a mental issue, bro, if they care. I appealed it, you know, and straight away it's no, straight away. It's like straight away, bang, straight away. They got my channel permanently deleted, permanently taken down. Only on TikTok, brother. Only on TikTok, man. You know, bullying and harassment. Bullying, you should have seen the reports, man. It was like I was flooded with them. Like 5 in a row. Bang, 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 bang. All in a row. And that's enough to get your channel taken down. Like permanently banned. Nothing I can do about it, bro. Nothing I can do about it. Because they don't like what you say. They don't like it. So they get your channel taken down. And then we got a second channel, and they're already in there right now, filing community guidelines things, trying to get that channel taken down. It's got 4 people, and they're trying to get that taken down. So they're desperate to get you off the internet, mate. Like, they're really desperate to get you off. Oh, does it seem that way to you, does it, mate? Is that how it seems to you? I'm fucking telling you what it is. It seems to you, you know? Fuck you and your seems to, mate. This ain't fucking TikTok, bitch. I can say whatever the fuck I like. You can't say shit. You can't do shit. So take your ass back to TikTok. Take your ass back, man. No, I don't have any of the videos. I don't have any of my children's videos that I had. All those videos that I had. Yeah, I don't have them. I didn't keep them. I thought they were sweet. So I didn't bother saving them. That's the only thing that I regret. I regret that. I regret I don't have those videos. Otherwise, I don't care. I don't care. Alright, and you know why I don't care? What's it for? Why would I care? What would be the point in it? You know, what would be the point in it? It doesn't pay anything. YouTube doesn't pay anything. Oh, there's my breakfast, boys. Right, with a black sauce, mate. I think it's just pathetic. I really do. It's not like you earn any money out of the joint or whatever. It's not going to kill you. Oh, why don't you fuck right off, mate? Get the fuck out of my chat. How's that for you, bro? Fucking boom, mate. Your ass is out of here. And now I'm going to your name. I'm going to take your name from you. Kaboom! I own your fucking name. Try using that name in any other place. Yeah, I am a disgusting pig, mate. Thank you. I appreciate you. I am a disgusting pig. I don't care. What do I care? I can be disgusting, mate. I'm disgusting because you're a pussy. That's why I'm disgusting, mate. Because you're a weak fucking human. That's why. Offended at everything. Entitled to everything. Offended at everything. I don't fucking care. I don't care. File your bullshit reports. It doesn't mean jack to me, mate. It doesn't mean anything. It means that you're a pussy. That's what it means. It means that you can't stand what people say to you. You've got to report them. You've got to get them closed down. You've got to have their channel taken down because you are offended. And why are you offended? Because you're a pussy. Okay? That's why. You're offended. You need a pillow, a blankie, a chocolate milk. You need guards protecting you. You need that speech gone, man. You know, only approved speech allowed. Only what I approve. Only what I like. You only can talk about what I want. Okay? And if I don't like it, then you need to go. You need your channel taken down. Like, that's how ridiculous you are. That's how much of a pussy you are in real life. That's how weak you are. I don't fucking care. You can see any video you fucking like. I go on the beach all the time, mate. You know, I'm allowed to, mate. Yeah? I'm allowed to, you dumbass. You know? I didn't do nothing wrong, mate. I didn't do nothing wrong at all, bro. Absolutely nothing. I don't need to ask anybody, you dumbass. There's no right to privacy in public. Who do you think you are? Telling me that I'm not allowed to do it. Who are you? Good God, what a fucking weak bunch of pricks you are. You'll sit in my chat for hours and hours and hours, and you wait for that 1 second that he's filming on the beach. Look, he's filming on the beach. And that's it. That is your big thing, is it? You know? Anyway, bro. Bring it, mate. Bring it. You think I've done something wrong? Fucking bring it, cunt. Bring it. I live in Seaford. I live in Frankston. Not a fucking problem. You've got a problem? Come. Come. Come explain to me your fucking problem. Come. Yeah? While I'm walking around doing my streaming, you're unhappy? Come. Come and tell me how unhappy you are. Yeah? Let me know how I react. I got for your feelings. Come. Fuck you, man. Fuck you, man. I can promise you, it ain't gonna change a fucking thing that I do. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing at all. You don't like the beach? Click off. No? You blokes look for any opportunity you can to fucking complain. Any opportunity you can. You're like a little bitch. You are. You're like a little bitch. Yeah? Regulate your speech, mate. How you doing, Tassie? It's been a long time, man. Been a long time. I'm sweet. I live in peace, bro. I live in peace with a lot of fucking ghosts haunting me. You know, in the background, fucking haunting me, mate. Trying to do whatever they can still. Trying to get a rise out of you. Trying to get a reaction out of you. The same bullshit. And it's fucking, you know, it doesn't pay. It doesn't pay. That's what they don't understand, mate. They don't seem to fucking get it in their head. I don't fucking care. It doesn't pay. I'm not losing anything. What the fuck am I losing? Absolutely nothing. So you sit there thinking I'm whatever. I don't fucking know. But why would it matter? It only matters because of the videos. The videos I had on the channel. You know, all those kids' videos, my child's videos and stuff like that, my memories. I don't have them. That's what sucked. And it's always bullying and harassment. Like we have a generation of just pussies. Just absolutely the weakest generation of humans. It's always bullying and harassment. That's all it is. Bullying and you feel bullied, do you? You feel harassed, do you? When you watch me, but you still sit there watching me, but you feel bullied, and all you're doing is waiting for that one chance for you to write a report. You know, how can I complain? How can I get him taken down? You know what I mean? Like that's the only thing you watch me for. You watch me for anything that you can have a bitch and a moan about and make a video about. You don't do anything else for me and my children, my family. You don't do fucking nothing for me. Okay? You watching me is just like being married to being married. You don't do shit for me, but you want everything from me. You want as much as you can out of me, but you don't do shit for me. So don't pretend that I owe you fucking anything. Don't, you know what I mean? You fool me. You don't fool me at all. So your wants and your things mean to me nothing. They mean nothing. The only thing that matters to me, mate, is my members, the people that pay me. You know, if they come in and Zeddy's upset or something, or Mr. Henry's upset or whatever, that matters. That fucking matters. Oh, thank you, Ozzy. Yeah, thanks for that, man. My channel doesn't grow, man. I've lost faith in all of that. I've lost faith in all of that, bros. You know, I just rely on me working and living a peaceful life. You know, not having to put up with someone else's rubbish every day. Negative energy every day. That's relentless. It just doesn't end. Never happy. I'm a lot better off now. Okay? I'm a lot better off. I really am, than spending my life trying to make someone else happy. That cannot be happy. That can't be done. And the minute that you make or you do whatever you think will make her happy, the goalpost will change. And it'll be something else that it takes her to mean for her to be happy. Fuck. You'll spend years of your life trying to make someone happy that doesn't give a fuck about you or how you're thinking or how you feel or what, does not care. The only thing they care about is you being compliant to whatever the fuck it is to make her happy. That's all they care about. And then they move on to the next goal. They move on to the next, you know, whatever their demands are now, you know. So, no, mate, I live a lot more peaceful life than I ever have. You know, I don't have to worry about keeping someone happy and maintaining how they are and how they think and what they want, and it's all them. And if you don't do it, you don't get the gash, mate. You don't get no gold. You know, it's complete manipulation. You know, they ignore you. If you don't do what they want, they ignore you. And then if you still don't do what they want, they withhold it. They withhold it. They preserve themselves, you might say. So there's no nothing. You don't get anything. So now you're living in fucking married men, mate. I feel sorry for them. I feel fucking sorry for married men. I really do. Now that I'm out of it, I actually feel sorry for them because we live a miserable fucking life. It is misery, mate, to be married in 80% of the 80%. It's pure misery for the man. He doesn't get a shag. He doesn't get shit. He doesn't get anything. He gets arguments and entitlement and he gets masculinity is what he gets. He gets a good dose of toxic femininity, masculinity. How do we combine that? Femininity, you get a really masculine, feminine, really masculine, you know, just masculine, dude. They're more man than you are. They're more masculine than you are, mate. Oh, yeah. I got plenty of time to think about words, mate. I'm alone all the time. All right? I'm alone all the time. That's the one man you got to fear. The one that's alone. Doesn't rely on anybody. Doesn't have, you know, sees their red flags, mate, and tries to forgive it. Tries to look over it. You know, sees it for a mile away. Sees it, you know, and still battles. Still tries to keep hold of it. I don't know, man. Either one of them would be pretty cool. Either one of them would be cool, man. A nice Scottish lass, red hair. Red everything. Everything's red. Everything's red. It's fucking wonderful, bro. It's wonderful, bro. Do you like Irish? No, I like peace. I like peace. Peace. Right? The only thing I'm missing in my life is my children. That's it. I do not miss or have any fond memories of them at all. Nothing. Nothing at all. I have nothing but just bad memories. Just horrible memories. So I have none at all. All right? I don't recommend it at all. I recommend you stay on your path. You know, a little bit of fun if you can. If you can't, bail. Why would you bother? You know, what are you going to do? Get married? Have kids? What are you going to do? You know? That's the ultimate goal, right? What the fuck for? You know, they take your children from you, man. They take them. You're not a father. You're only a father while it's convenient for her. But the minute they divorce you, you know, you don't see your children, mate. You don't see your kids, mate. Okay? That's all that will make you. You know, you go from being a full-time dad to nothing. And then telling you that you're an abuser and you're a DV and you're going to do this and you're going to do that. You haven't done any of that. You've never done anything like that in your life, ever. You know, yesterday you were a full-on dad. You were a full-on dad. You took care of your kids. You did everything, you know. And then today, you're an abuser. Never to see your children again. You're never to have contact with your children again. Like, you just fucking look at the... No wonder you got me on webcam. No wonder you got us all on webcam. You wouldn't be doing this in a court because I'd be standing straight up going, what are you talking about after 4 years? What are you talking, you know? Like, what do you mean no contact? How do you get to that, you know, that I should never see you should never see your children again? Who in the fuck, mate? You know, they've got that power over you, man. So why would you want to hand your... I'm telling you, boys, it's not worth it. It doesn't matter what they look like. Yeah, they look great. Everything's great, okay? 80% divorce rate initiated by women. 80%. Okay? I think it's higher. I think it's higher. I think that's moderate numbers, but I believe it. I think it's a lot higher. I think it's higher than that. It tears you apart, mate, not just to break your soul. It'll tear you apart. You end up, here I am, this is what you end up. This is what you end up with afterwards, okay? And I've seen men at my workplace that are a lot worse, okay? So they managed to get my TikTok account permanently banned. Amazing, huh? I had so many reports yesterday, I was flooded. Like, absolutely flooded. As soon as I put the mask on, I'm flooded with reports. As soon as I come back online again, because you reset, I'm flooded again with reports. And then, you know, the person must go away, do whatever they're doing on TikTok, and then come back. Because, you know, an hour later, you get the same thing again. And it just, I don't know, they've got their system, you know, it adds up. You know, if you get a certain amount of things within a time period, then you lose your account. And that's, you know, that's their rules. So, no way, Henry? Are you fucking kidding me? I haven't seen your ass in fucking ages, cunt. Fuck. I don't want nothing from you, mate. Fucking nothing, okay? But I like, you know, just say hello, and then you can, you know, but to never see you is fucking horrible, man. You know, like, you helped me, you know, like, fuck, you don't think I don't know that? And then you never, you know, and then you tell me how busy you are. Fuck you. Fuck you, man. Fucking, I'm too busy, you know. You're busy. Fuck you. You're fucking busy, you cunt. Fuck. Fuck, you're so busy, rah. Fuck you, man. You know, but hey, thank you for being part of my channel. Thank you. Okay, but don't ever think you're not welcome or obligated or you're not, man. That's fucking, yeah, you know, zero, okay? I don't want nothing from you. Just hello every now and again, and I appreciate it, man, okay? Because I haven't seen you in months.
I haven't seen you in months. I've only got like 6 members, and Zeddy comes in and says hello, and yeah, it means a lot, man, because you're a member. You're a fucking member of my channel. So I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, man. Mate, I haven't had a shag in fucking. I don't even think about it. Honestly, I don't even think about it. I don't even. I don't want. I don't want to give a woman that power over me anymore. I will never submit to a woman ever again. I will never rely on a woman for my feelings or love or expectations of relations with her and be devoted to her. I will never put myself in a position ever again. And I can shag them, I bring them. That was months and fucking.
I hated it. I literally hated it. I hated the whole fucking everything that was going on here. I hated it. I wanted the fucking person to go.
And as soon as they start talking to me and they lay down their rules and what they want,
I'm fucking done with them, mate. I would prefer to be alone. I am not interested in listening to them and their demands and wants, and they want me to do, and
mate, they can't even cook me a meal. They can't even cook me a fucking meal. I'm cooking, and I've shagged it. Yeah, we've done that bit. Okay, now we're out here. Now I'm cooking dinner. Now the person's over there on the lounge with the phone in the hand, and it all just came back to me, man. Just fucking boom. It just flooded fucking back to me, and I will not be treated the same way ever again. I will never be fucking talked to like that. I will never be fucking treated like that. I had echo. I had to hang on. I had echo. So, but I will never put up with it from, if I don't have a kid with this person. It's just, so
I'm not interested. They've already tried to marry me off, mate. Like I've had 2 chicks put it on me, bro. And I'm not interested in getting married. I'm not interested in having more children. And I really don't appreciate a woman coming at me with these kind of questions.
They are the man's questions. That's what a man would ask. Whereas they're trying to, knock you up. They're trying to tie me up, and mate, I'm done. I am fucking done. I am done. And mate, Henry, I tried. I spent a bit of my Seno, mate, went down and sat there at the BR, right? They all come out, I got the selection. Fair enough, I'm in there, mate, I'm in there, and I can't complete like I can, and can't anything else. So, because I'm not attracted, I'm not turned on. I'm not, I end up shagging for a little while and feeling sorry for her.
I shouldn't be doing this. You're doing it wrong. You're doing something wrong. You're paying for it. Yeah. So, I couldn't.
That was my only time, and I thought this is just not me. It's just not me. And then I tried to talk to the cigarette girl. I liked her. She's nice. Well, I thought she was nice. And, the person's exploded on me. The other lady I said hello to, I end up being called into HR.
Why am I even fucking saying hello to him? What the fuck for? Like fucking, I am old and ugly, and I'm fat, and
I'm not good looking rah anymore. So yeah.
I'm not interested in playing. I'm just not interested. And you know what sealed it for me, Henry? Have you watched fucking Maths? Have you watched the Australian version of Maths?
These are horrible women. They are truly horrible inside. They've got this presentation of beautiful and pretty, but on the inside they're fucking horrible. Okay? And they're so easily misled. The one woman, Gia, She misled every other marriage that was on that show and ruined every other marriage on that show. She was able to manipulate and tear apart it took one woman to destroy every fucking marriage on that show. And that just goes to show me that's how manipulative and horrible they are. You know, like she purposely broke up the other marriages. She purposely made friends with the wives to put a nail into the coffin of their marriage. And she successfully destroyed every one of them. So I have no... They're not nice. They're just looking for their, you know, what you can do for them, what you can provide for them, what you can... So no, I haven't shagged anything. I haven't even thought about it. I haven't even... Nothing. I'm out of the game. I think I've been out of the game since 8 years. Something like that. I've been out of the game. No, I don't even think about it. I don't even think about it. You know the pictures you sent me? You know, like they're pretty and there's nothing there for me. I have nothing. I know, it's sad, isn't it? It's fucking sad, man. That person took that from me. Took that want from me. Now I look at women and I don't want to fucking bar you. I don't want to bar you. You don't bring anything good to my life. You know, you won't even make me a coffee. You know, when they come over here, I'm doing the cooking. Fucking Dobby. It doesn't even talk to me, mate. The expectations and the entitlement, I've had enough of it. At my age, I'm in my 50s. Wait until you're in my age and you have had a gutful of them and you prefer your own space and your own happiness. And, you know, I want someone that's concerned about my happiness. You know, how I am today. How are you going today? You know, would you like something to eat? That would be nice to be offered, right? You know, I want someone that asks me about me, you know. It's not always about her. And I find that all relationships are about her. It evolves around her. How she is, how she feels, what she wants. Everything is. And if it's not, you get the ignore game. And if that doesn't work, you get the no treasure game. It's just totally denied to you. And all of their power is the gold. And if you're not even getting casual relations with this person, it turns into a housemate. You know, the man feels like I did for years, just fucking used. And, you know, whatever you think or feel or want means nothing, which is facts. Most men are miserable. Miserable. They just don't say it because they know what, you know, there's an extra cost in admitting it. But they're miserable, man. Okay. Fucking they're miserable, bro. You know, I know a few married men that are happy. I'll admit that. But that's a 20% wife. You know, she goes all out for her husband. And she exists for her husband and for her children. And she doesn't care about anything else other than making sure that her husband is happy. She's a good wife. That's why they have arguments. He's told me, we have arguments. Fuck, we're not perfect. She says to me, because we talk about it, how did you last this long? How do you two just, you know, I know you love each other and you've been together for 30 years. How? He says, because when we argue, we discuss things and get through it. And, you know, we wake up in the morning and I love my wife. Okay, Chad? I love my wife and she loves me. So we don't want the animosity between us going on for months and months and months or whatever it is like other people. It's like the old days, Chad, you know, you apologise to someone and you move on. These days they hang on to that shit. You'll apologise and they'll say it's okay, right? But they hang on to it now for another month because that gives them power. Women love power in relationships now. It's all about who's in control and who's the boss. Okay, you know, it's keep a woman happy, is it? What's that saying? You know, keep a woman happy, have a happy wife, happy life. Okay? There's no mention of the husband.
There's no mention of the husband being happy. It's make the woman happy.
And I'm done. I'm spent, mate. That's a good word for it. I'm spent. I've done years and years of trying to placate and make happy, and swallowing my pride, swallowing my dignity, swallowing anything that I ever wanted in the relationship, or how I expected the marriage to be, or how I expected the relationships to be. Out the window, gone. It only matters what she wants.
And you'll get to a point in your life like I have, and you just don't want to bar it anymore. You're not interested in playing their game. What they're walking around on isn't fucking worth what they think it is.
And if you do get it, it's, going to be held back, and that's their power over you because you want to shag them. Well, that's their power over you. And no, I haven't. I'll admit, I haven't been with anybody, nobody, and I don't, except for that chick and the other chick. Yeah, okay, fair enough, but that was months and months ago. It was mate, because, I don't know about you, but fuck this 2 or 3 hour shit, dude. Fucking, mate, fuck that shit, bro. I am not interested in fucking smashing for fucking hours and hours and hours, mate, because I've been trained. I'm ex-married, okay? When you get married, there's no triathlon, mate, okay? It's quick, hurry, quick. Are you finished yet? Quick. I'm done. Get off me. I'm finished. Get off me. That's marriage. You've got 3 to 5 minutes, 10 minutes maximum. That's it. That is your allotted time in the fucking saddle. That's it. After that, you're out of here. Get off me. I'm finished. It even ends earlier if it finishes early. I'm finished. I'm done. So for me, it's like the championship fucking wrestling, bro. It's like Muhammad Ali versus Joe Frazier, final round, 15, fucking 3 minutes, the fucking, right? It's like the first round of a fucking of a major fight, mate. Fucking you come out fucking swinging, bro, 100 mile an hour. You got 3.5 fucking minutes, mate. So anything past that, I can't last. Oh, fuck, mate, I've put all the energy into 3.5 minutes. If you can't get yours in 3.5 minutes, I can't fucking help. You got to get that shit while you can, man. Because I'm ex-married, man, and that's how your wife will treat you. There's no slow, no nothing. It's hurry, quick, hurry, okay, I'm finished. You finished? No. Are you happy? Okay, bye-bye. Get off, go away, don't come near me again. I didn't come near you the first fucking time. Like, you actually thinking yourself, I didn't fucking, you offered this shit, right? You offered this shit, man. It's been fucking a month and a half. It's been 2 months, and you're offering it like it's fucking gold, right? So they're expecting you to a couple of bang, and it's finished. That's it. Okay, they're not expecting a triathlon, mate. They're not expecting that. So you're not going to get that. So after you've had years and years of just that, that's how your body's trained. It's fucking trained that way now. It's trained that way. And that's fucking sad, man. That's I don't want to fucking... I'm happy to be on my own, man. I really am. Happy to have my own peace and quiet, yeah? Hey, Henry, man, between me and you know how it pumped up to 120? Mate, we fucking plundered, bro. We took the profits, we fucking plundered, mate. We only plundered a little bit, but when they're at 170 and 190 and 220 on fucking eBay, it's time to plunder. You would have to agree, right? You would have to fucking agree, right? We got in at 30. We're plundering at 170. Okay? We plundered, brother. We fucking plundered, brother. That's why I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. The fucking channel and shit. Fuck you, cunts. Fuck you. I ain't fucking begging you for no $5 fucking. Kiss my white fucking hairy ass. I ain't giving you shit. Fuck that. You made me twig, man. You made me twig, Henry. You made me fucking twig, and I got out of that mode of fucking hoarding. Got out of that fucking mode. Plundered. Went back into hoard mode because it nosedived down to 65, right? But while it was at 120, we plundered up here, and then as soon as it nosed to 60, pulled them all off. Okay. I thought this is a fucking business move. This shit is. This is a Henry fucking move. This shit is. This is when you buy low, you sell fucking high, cunt. You don't fucking hang on to this shit. You fucking plunder it, and if you get another buy-in fucking chance and you got some paper, you plunder it. Otherwise, you've fucking done the right thing, cunt. You done the right thing. You hung on. You plundered it at the top. You fucking pulled out when it came out, and I've still got plenty of treasure. I've still got plenty of fucking treasure, mate. Okay? So I plundered, and then the nosedived and I ducked out. So I didn't, mate, Henry, it got to a point I had fucking nothing, man. I had zilch, right? Zilch. And I'm fucking looking at this shit and I'm thinking, what am I doing? You were smart enough to fucking put it together back then. You kept it for like this is the time you kept it for when you have nothing, fucking right. So I was proud of myself, man, because I didn't want to fucking plunder a single thing. You know that, not a single fucking coin. That's like me little. I'm like a little leprechaun, bro. I'm like a fucking leprechaun. I fucking like me little coins, right? So I plundered, man. I plundered. I done the business thing. Plundered a bit. Got the little bit of paper. Yeah, I don't have to stress or worry or whatever. Fuck them all. Yeah, that's why I got that attitude now. I don't fucking care. Fuck it, mate. I got a 2-day job. 2-day job, just cleaning, mate. Looking after fucking retards that these NDIS shit, and they're fucking a bunch of retards, mate. So I get in there for 3 hours, get fucking $70 an hour, 3 hours. So I'm able to pull a couple $100, fucking rah. The masks are dead. Masks retail is fucking dead, and now eBay's dead. You go on there now, they've half of what they were before. So I pulled my stock off and let them plunder. So we did all right, man. Out of that short little run, we did okay. All right. Yeah, I did okay. Don't have to worry about the bills. Don't have to worry about food or whatever. I don't have to worry about shit. As long as I maintain. Okay, as long as I stay on the path and maintain and don't, I'll be okay. I'll survive. And that's all I want to do. My want of paper is gone. My want of acquiring, just not there. I was hungry when I was young, wanted paper, success. Now it just gets stripped from you. I found any time that I ever got up in life, any time I got shit together, some cunt comes along and steals fucking everything. Everything. All my nice clothing stolen by my housemates, my comics, my toys stolen by housemates. Save your money, work really hard, work like a fucking dog, save your money, get a deposit. They even deny that you did that. You didn't get a deposit. You didn't take it here. You didn't bring it over. They deny everything. Okay, fucking mate, what a joke. That's how I found my life. Is that I acquire, and then someone comes along and steals everything. So I thought to myself, I better do something before that happens again. Yeah, because my life's never been lucky. It's never been lucky that way. It's always you acquire, and then someone comes along and takes everything from you, and you're not even there. You're at work, and that you come home and your boxes are missing, mate. Your comics are missing. Your shit's missing. There's a lot of stuff missing from my room, and these cunts are just stealing off me every time I leave the house. So, and then you get married, and the same thing happens again. You fucking work like a dog. You're going along, and that this, right? And they just come along and swoop it all, bro. Just fucking swoop it all. So, don't, mate, if you, there's no reason to move them in. There's no reason to marry them. There is no reason to have them living with you. There is just, they don't, mate, if they don't cook, they don't clean, they don't do shit for you, then what is the fucking benefit other than that? Okay, that's the benefit, right? That's the bonus, right? That's what you want, right? Because that's what men, right? What if that's withheld now? You didn't do what she wants. You made her feel whatever it is. That's off the table. You're not going to get none of that. So now you're going to go through all of this shit, everything fucking rah-rah, and there ain't even a payoff at the end of it. And apparently I'm abusive. Or I'm abusive for even asking the question or even pondering the question why. How dare you, right? How dare you? I'm not your slave. That's how a woman will dismiss you. I didn't say anything about that. Like apparently sleeping with your husband is not a priority to you. But him paying all the bills and looking after you and doing everything for you that you want, that's the priority. But you actually sleeping with him or giving him any love and affection and everything else, that's right down here, okay? And all of her wants are up here. That's all of her wants. Don't deal with it, boys. Don't deal with it. I knew you would like that, man, Henry. I knew you would like me telling you that. I even deleted 3 options today. I deleted them because I seen the comics price, and I know that once they get to that, you got that 20% premium, and that's the most really that they'll punt with right now on anywhere. If you go into a shop, it's comics only. The guy just looks it up on the computer. 67 US. I'll give you $70 Australian. He'll even offer you less. $60 Australian. He'll offer you. So yeah, there's no plundering going on. But I plundered them. I knew you'd like it, man.
These are the ones we punted, and these are the ones we cancelled. Took them down. I thought, I'm not going to play this game. You get in high, right? And then when it goes down, you pull out, right? I'm understanding. I understand. So now I've got to make sure that the paper that I've got lasts for that period of time. Because I don't see it going back up the way it did. I really don't. And it's very easy manipulated with paper contracts. Very easily manipulated. That's what I've really learned. But mate, we got in there while it was hot. We got. I sold a kookaburra for $2.20. A fucking kookaburra for $2.20. Are you fucking kidding me? What monkey fucking pays you $2.20 for a kookaburra? I couldn't believe it, man. This is crazy. This is insane. This is fucking insane, man. I sold a panda, man. Anyway, it gets delivered to them, and the guy tried to scam me. Well, he's trying to scam me. He wants to do a return, but he's not sending it to my address. He sent it to some fucking, I don't know, another address. I don't even know. I don't know where you sent it. I've got no idea. So I think he's hoping that it gets sent back to him. Return mail gets sent back to him. And then he's also filed a refund. So with me. So he wants a refund of his money, and then possibly he'll end up back with the coin again. But right now, I don't know where the coin is. I've got no idea. So I haven't agreed to his return. I haven't agreed to his refund. And I've told him, man, I don't have any coin. I told you that's the wrong address. On the back of the envelope is the return address. Why didn't you send it there? Oh, I threw the envelope away. I said, why didn't you just ask me? I would have told you where to send it. But I think that's his scam. Mate. To get the coin and get the paper. $150. That's what I'm saying. It went fucking... And I thought, this is it. I might be able to get a little car. I might be able to get some transport instead of walking everywhere. So I was happy with that. Other than that, I don't really want a car now. Fucking $3.30 a litre. I don't want that fucking car. I'll fucking walk. I'll take the fucking bus, mate. I ain't fucking taking no car.
So I'm glad, man. No, I didn't buy anything or whatever. I just spend on food. I don't waste anything, man. Yeah, I buy a little bit of my smoko, my medication, and that's it. Just food. So we're okay. You know, rent's paid, bills are paid, internet's paid, all the same fucking shit. But it was only that particular window in time. You can't do it now because they don't get that now, okay? You got that small window of time, bro, to fucking smash it and then pull it out. And that's it. That's the only, if you put them on there now, that's why I stopped, man. That's why I cancelled these. Because I thought 120 or something's not worth it now. It's, I think I done the horse. We got a little bit for this one. All right, but nowhere near it was like $90. All right, $93 I think it was. But you pay 20% fees with eBay, including shipping. So $11 plus the 90, call it 100 and whatever, $100. 20% of that's $20. You get 80. So then you got to pay for the shipping, $11. So now you're down to fucking 71. So you end up selling the coin for 71 fucking dollars. Okay, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Okay, but I had no choice because it's eBay, and I thought, well, fucking mate, it still gives me a little bit of paper and keeps me out of the thing, And these other ones, the eagle, man, the eagle's gone down, and the buffalo, was good, but now same thing. They're all getting 100, 120 now. Okay, by the time you pay your fees, that's not and then you pay for the shipping to the person. You're down to $80 an ounce. You're down to $90 an ounce that you walk away with. So I don't know how these people are gonna. I don't know what they're fucking thinking, paying $170 and $200 and $220 for an eagle, and it's insane to me. I mean, I don't know what these people are thinking. Did they actually think it was going to go up to $400 or $500 an ounce and all of that? Fucking that'll never happen. It'll never happen, ever. It'll never happen, okay? The same as gold. They slam that shit down. That's what I was thinking, an electric scooter. That's exactly what I was thinking, an electric scooter. The bike, an electric bike, fucking $1,900, mate. For an electric bike, the one the kids ride around, goes 100 miles an hour or whatever. Yeah, you can't get them bikes no more, man. Here they take them from you as soon as the cops find you. They confiscate it. You're not allowed over 35 kilometers an hour. 35. Okay, it's the most. Other than that, they take it off you. And I haven't bought a. I'm scared to spend any money, Henry. I'm scared. I'd rather have that little bit of a buffer, and I don't have to worry about food. Which one's more important, food or a scooter?
So I'd rather keep that, couple $100 in savings. Well, it's a little bit more, but you know what I mean. I'd rather keep that because that's I haven't had that buffer for years. I haven't had it. So I'm scared to buy. Because what happens if this is it? Like for a while now, it doesn't go up, right? So now I've got to. I don't want to plunder it at this low $67 an ounce stuff. I don't want to deal with that. So if I spend the money and it's going to remain the same, then you're going to be back to where you were before. But now you've got an electric scooter. Fucking, you know what I mean? Fucking a big fucking. Can't afford any food, but I got an electric scooter. Can't afford to buy anything to drink, but I got an electric scooter, So no, man, they're not fucking cheap, man. They're like $400-500 for a fucking scooter. They're not cheap, man. Not in Australia. They're not cheap here at all. And they get stolen all the time. Every time you leave them anywhere, they get nicked. What about that kid in the shopping centre? What was it? A $1,500 scooter. You know, and he said, this is my second one. They've stolen, they stole the first one. He said, you know.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. That scooter was $1,500 for that one that he rode. So no, we'll just keep the buffer zone, mate. We'll keep ourselves so we've got food and we can go down and buy some black sauce, you know, go down and buy some groceries, go down and buy some canned goods, and not have to stress and worry and stuff like that, you know, to the point where you actually cancel shit. You take it off. You don't fucking, you know, you say to yourself, nah, it's okay, I'll pass, okay, I'll plunder these three because, hey, it's, you know, I don't want a bad name on eBay. But I really do feel like cancelling them. And that's the truth. I feel like cancelling these. Yeah, I feel like cancelling them. But I won't. You know, I won't. Especially the horse. I worked out the paperwork on it. It's like fucking $80, $78 or whatever. You know, we plundered at 30. So we're still in front. We're in front big time. But compared to where we were last week, we could have gotten 150 for it. Okay? So, but you can't be greedy, right? You just got to play the game, right? I understand. Yeah, it's not cheap. Yeah, you think electric scooter's cheap, right? Have a look on fucking Facebook, man. Have a look on Facebook, man. Like for $200 or $300, you're going to get the real basic, small fucking electric scooter. You're not going to get anything chunky or whatever. You know, they start $500-$600. So no, I'm not spending that much money on a scooter. I'm not that desperate, whatever. I'll take the bus and I'll walk. I fucking walk, mate. I'll walk, and I don't want a car. I don't want a car, man. I think I'd, you know, it'd be worse for me to have a car because of the price of petrol nowadays and maintenance and all that. Well, your bank, you know, I don't have a big enough bank. All right, I got enough bank to not worry about food. You know, not worry about my internet. You know, not come on and be stressed. How in the fuck am I going to pay this $50 fucking dollars? Rah. Don't have to worry about it. Taken care of. It's done. Sweet. It's organised. So I don't know. I just thought it was a good business move. That's all. That's all it is. It's just a business move. Take the profits while you can, and keep the rest. You know, just while you've got a chance, plunder a little bit of it. So that's what I did. I plundered, and I didn't go to Frankston. Didn't go back to that coin shop guy. He's comics only. He's comics price only, just converted to Australian. So the most he's going to give you is $120, maybe $100, 100 Australian for whatever you got. So no, man. I you know, other than that, I haven't done anything, man. I'm just been, you know, just hanging home. I do my 2 days a week. I live a really peaceful life. I've lost all the wants, mate, you know, all the drive. All the drive to be better in life, to get my money, get a girl, and, you know, rah, fuck that. I am so fucking over it, mate. I really am. I'm just over it. I prefer the quiet life. Monk mode, is that what it is? I agree with that then. Monk mode. I just don't. I have no interest. I don't want to hear them. I don't want to know them. I don't care what they want. I don't care what they feel or what. They don't care about me, mate. They don't care about me. They only care that I'm thinking of what they want, you know. Oh, fuck that. You know, I was married to that person, right? She doesn't know nothing about me. Not a goddamn thing. She would not be able to tell you my father's name, or where I grew up, or anything about me. Nothing. She would know nothing about her own husband. Okay? So that they don't give a fuck about you. They don't care. They're selfish. Selfish, entitled. You know, all you got to do is watch maths. You just watch maths. And that is a broad range of women from across Australia. And they all have that one attitude, that same fucking disgusting, horrible attitude. And the husband's just sitting there, mate, not saying a single word. And they've got to listen to this bullshit every single day. And it got to a point where one of the husbands says to the wife, he says, look, I didn't come here for this. I didn't come here for drama and all of this every day. I came here to get married and get to know my wife. And he said, so far, every single day you are arguing with somebody. There is a drama with somebody. And she's exploded on him. You know, you're not supporting me. You're not helping me. You don't do right. And then she storms off. She storms off. And that's exactly what the fuck they do. You don't do what they want, or you query it, or you're not, whatever, and you don't agree with it. They storm off and they get an attitude. And he's not getting nothing. He's not going to get no kiss and cuddle at the end of the night, mate. Okay? So now he's blown himself out for the next 3 or 4 days until he grovels to her and he apologises to her. And that's exactly what you got to do in marriage here. You know, I've got to go and apologise to her all the time and make sure how she is and how she thinks and what she's feeling. And the whole time the person doesn't care about you. Doesn't care about you, man. So why would you want... You know, I just warn you, boys, just fucking don't bother yourself, mate. Over dramatic and completely fabricate things to use against you. I found that to be true. Yeah, I found that to be true. But you see, you know, someone's got to be accountable. And, you know, they're not accountable. So it's going to be your fault. Whatever it is, she will blame you. And it's horrible to deal with, even as a boyfriend. Because it's your fault all the time. And they will not accept accountability. Okay? It's just their flaw. And maths are the same. Maths is the same. Look at these women, mate, yelling, screaming, everything, right? No accountability. It's her fault that I'm reacting that way. It's her fault. It's your fault because you're not agreeing with me, and you know, and they storm. Oh, mate, I couldn't be bothered. Okay, and you know, between me and you, after you'd be bothered even fucking less. You'd be bothered even less. You don't want to fucking hear her at all now with her bullshit. You've had to put up with it to get the cheeks. Now that you got the cheeks, you don't want to fucking put up with that shit at all. What the fuck for? Okay? So now the cheeks are going to be withheld from you because that's her power over you. And that's where, it's a month later, 2 months later. Gentlemen, you're going to live a miserable fucking life just like I did if you get married. Okay? You're going to live a miserable life just like those people on maths, the husbands on maths. You're going to live a miserable fucking life, man. Because they sit there and they can look you in the face and lie. Just straight to your face, they will lie to you. Okay? And it'll break your heart. It'll break your heart, boys. It's not easy to get over. You can pretend that it doesn't affect you, but I can honestly tell you it does affect you in a big way. Okay? It really cuts you. It really breaks you down. It makes you feel like shit. You know, you're worthless. Yeah, you're worthless. And that's the breakdown of you. They break you down as a man. And they'll sit there smiling at you the whole time. And they'll tell you how much they love you and how they'll always, you'll hear all of the words that you want to hear. But the actions are the opposite of the words. You know, she'll wake up in the morning and ask for a divorce. And she's just got done telling you how much she loves you. You know, there's no working things out. It's my way or break up, divorce. And they have that power over you because they know what happens in the divorce. They know. They're not stupid, mate. They've been educated and they know. You know, once they divorce you, that's it. You're finished. Okay? Whatever you've worked for is gone. They will take whatever you have. They will take everything that you have. Everything. You know, I don't see why you have any benefit in it other than, and you're not even going to get that. I never got any, man. I fucking don't tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about, bro.
I know what I'm talking about, bro. I really do. Fucking,
Mate, it was such a blue ball fucking marriage. It was a joke. It was just blue balls, like what a fucking joke, all the time. Just never gave it up. Never nothing. No niceness, no kindness, you know. So why would you, yeah, even bother? Don't even fucking bother. Just stay on your path, man. Stay on your path and earn your money and fucking save your money, okay? Go and visit the fucking parlour if you can, if that does it for you. If it doesn't do it for you, man, just put it all in your mum's name. Put your stuff in your mum's name or your dad's name or whatever, or put it into a family trust, and so she can't take it. And don't tell them anything. Don't tell them. But if you have it in your mum's name, you're safe, okay? You need to guard yourself. You need to guard yourself, boys. You really do. And then that's the unfortunate part, that you have to guard yourself so much. Because remember, man, every one of these I would not have had if I'd asked for permission. Okay? Don't ever ask a woman for permission to do something in your life. Don't ever do it. Okay? It's a lonely road once you start asking permission from a woman to go and do something. Okay? She's going to have total control over you. And you're not going to be doing what you want to do. You're not going to be doing it, man. You're not going to do what you want to do, man. You're going to hear a 20-minute fucking sermon, mate, on why you shouldn't do it. You're going to hear a big sermon on why you shouldn't do it. Okay? So don't ask them permission, man. Don't ever ask a fucking woman permission. And if she's not happy with whatever you've done afterwards, you can apologise. Oh, sorry, love, I didn't know. Rah, rah, I really liked it. Rah, rah. You can apologise, but you still get whatever the fuck you want. Yeah, you still do what you want, okay? You don't ever ask them permission, mate. If you do that, you'll spend your entire relationship asking permission, walking around on eggshells so that she's not unhappy, because you might get sweet tonight. You might have a chance tonight, so you don't want to blow it. And then you get in there, and it's quick, hurry. It's fucking 3 minutes, man. It's like championship round of fucking Muhammad Ali, first round. Fucking come out swinging, bro. Fucking flap it everywhere, bro. It's fucking everywhere, mate. And that's about it, man. You get 3.5 minutes of a championship round, and that's the end of you. She'll. That's it for you. Finished with you. Finished with you. I gave you a little bit. I done what I'm supposed to do, what I'm obligated to do. Obligated. You'll find it obligationary, gentlemen. The transaction is obligationary. So you do something that she wants you to do, you get some. You don't do something that she wants you to do, you're not going to get any. That's the obligation of it. Okay? I've been more at peace now and more like in happiness now than I was in the last 8 years. That's the truth. That's the truth. Because like I'm alone here, but I'm happy, right? I was alone there and fucking miserable. Like absolutely miserable. And just as alone as I am now. No difference at all. So why would you want to waste 8 years of your life or 6 years of your life or 5 years of your life to find out? Don't even... She wasn't happy. Fucking yeah. Fucking yeah, man. She wouldn't have been happy at all, brother. She wants a fucking house. Absolutely. Yeah, you're fucking lucky you dodged a bullet, because you would not have had that house. That would have been her main target. That's what they're all the married women, their target is the home, the land, the house. They all get the house, man. All of them get the house, okay? And that's how they get wealthy. That's how they get a house. They don't buy it. They don't actually work for it, but they want to take as much off you as they can. And then they tell themselves that it's justified because, I live there and I made it nice. And, like, fuck, you can't even say that to me. Fucking can't even say that to me. It was fucking horrible. It was absolutely horrible. I don't think there was a single day that it was ever happy. Ever. It was never happy. Mine was never happy. Ever. Not a single day, not a single minute, not a single second. Absolutely, regretted and whatever, hated her marriage and just wanted to get out. And or any problem, whatever, is your fault. Okay, there's no accountability from their words, their actions, all perfect, everything else. Mate, it ain't fucking worth it, bro. It ain't worth it. It got to a point where for me, they're offering it, and I'm knocking them back. I'm knocking them back. I'm going, no, it's okay. It's okay. Oh, well, I'm going to get my things tomorrow. If you want it, you better get it now. No, it's okay, love. I'll wait until next week. I'll wait until, it's okay. And she's like, because you lost your power over me. It's not worth it, man. It's not worth getting, elbowed, kicked, donkey kicked, kneed in the fucking groin, good elbow into the ribs, time for me to get off the bed, time for me to go, rah. Like, fucking horrible. Like, why in the fuck would you want to back up to that? And they don't see any problem with it. They don't see any problem with it at all. It's fucking horrible, mate, when a woman is allowed to yell, scream, and abuse you and lay your hands on you, and the minute that you react to it, that's the abuse. Nothing that they've said is abuse. Because they're a woman, it's called empowerment. They're empowered. Okay? Simple as that. They're empowered. You're a man, Fuck. The proof was in that when the nice guy, Joel, the clown, he's followed his wife into the elevator and she's just stormed off and he's asking her what's wrong, and she just physically pushes him out of the envelope, pushes him out of the fucking elevator and closes the door on the elevator. No, go away, I don't want to talk, and pushes him away. You can't do that. You're not allowed to do that as a man. All right? You're not allowed. If he did that, he would be on charges. They would be screaming, okay, for him to be charged. But you see, it's okay for her to do that. Yeah? It's not worth it, boys. I used to encourage marriage. I used to encourage the family unit. I used to encourage you to get married, encourage you to be a father, and none of it will work out. It's all Disneyland fairy tale. That's how I regard it. Just a fairy tale. It's a shame, man, because when a woman's good to you, it's good. You can have a really nice life. You can have a really happy life, and you can feel love in your life. And it doesn't take much for them to turn. And the love that you were feeling yesterday can turn into hate. Hate. They hate you. They'll stay with you, but they hate you. Mine hated me. We both know that. Okay? Mine hated me. Did not want a fucking bar of me. But she wanted to hang around because she wants me to leave, so so they're willing to drive it into the ground. They're willing to put up with you and drive you into the ground and just fucking kill you, basically. And it's all for a purpose. It's all for a goal. And that's what they are willing to do to you. You must remember that they are willing to do that to you without any. They will walk back into the home, they'll go into their bed, they'll be nice and warm, and the whole time you're freezing your fucking nuts off in a garage. And they don't even blink. It doesn't blink to them at all. That's the cruelty of them. That's the cruel streak that you'll see in them. And they'll find pleasure in that. You've got to be aware of that, boys. They find pleasure in your pain. They find pleasure in it. Why do you think, you watch those videos where the girlfriend has deleted his NBA account on his PlayStation, and she's deleted everything, and she'll sit there lying to him. I didn't do it. I don't know what you're talking about. You must have accidentally did it yourself. Rah. You see her fucking lie her ass off. And then finally she admits to it and she starts laughing because to her it's a joke. Whatever you want is a joke. It didn't comply to what I want. It didn't comply to what I was wanting. So to delete it doesn't feel anything at all.
So they're incredibly selfish. Incredibly selfish. You know, that they will kill the relationship in order to make themselves happy. They will kill and destroy their marriages, mate, to make themselves happy. They won't put the effort into the marriage. They'll put the effort into destroying you. You know, mate, when you've got a woman working against you that you love, it can really, really, really tear you apart. It really can, because you actually love the person and they don't love you. It's as simple as that. They don't love you. You know, as a man, you've got to face that. It'll break your heart. You know, it'll turn you into what I was. You know, the realization of it that the person doesn't at all. You know, and you love her. That's the thing. I don't recommend it, no. What that politician Penny Wong said about men when questioned about men's suicide, that men that can't see their kids. Yeah, well, she's gay. She's a lesbian. They don't care about the family unit. The government does not care about the family unit. It just doesn't. All right. Men are the lowest on the totem pole. We are right down the bottom of the totem pole. Okay, below the goldfish. You know, the goldfish, the cat, the dog, the kids, and then there's her. She's on top, and you're down the bottom. Okay, and it's your job to fund and take care of everything above you, but don't expect anything from them. Don't expect love or respect or from your wife. Don't expect it from your children, okay, because they only have to listen to her. They don't have to listen to you. Only cats and animals and children get free love, okay? The love that you get will be based on the resources that you can provide to her or what services you provide to her. And then that love is based on that. It's not free. The minute that you run out of money, the minute that you lose your job, the minute that her feelings change, it's game over. It's game over. Okay? And I'm sick of it, boys. Why would you want to live under somebody that you need to be compliant with every day? You have to comply to her. That's what I found. I've got to comply to this person all the time. I've got to do what they want all the time and to make them happy. They don't do shit for you. They don't do nothing for you. Don't you understand? They won't even make you a coffee. So why would you want to marry them for? Yeah? That is correct. We are valued. That is the absolute facts. Men think they're valued because, you know, they love you and all the rest of it. No, you are valued because of what you can provide. They don't like broke asses, mate. In case you haven't realised that. Yeah, they don't like a whole lot of broke asses, mate, unless the guy's really good looking and they want, right? Because they're attracted to that, but they're not going to marry you. They're not going to be in a relationship with you, because you don't provide a service. You provide a service to them and you'll be sweet, okay? It's as simple as that. But you're only valued as far as your resources will carry you. The minute your resources run out, the love leaves the door real quick, okay? And when that happens, yeah, they leave empty-handed. That's the thing. Women never leave empty-handed. They want everything, okay? Because, you know, in her mind, she's a perfect 10. She sees a perfect 10 in the mirror, okay? And this is gold. This is perfection. This is a perfect 10, okay? And you are just a lonely mongrel. You are a lonely little mongrel who I have control over, and you're not going to get any of this. You want some of this, you got to do what I want. You got to say what I want you to say, do what I want you to do. You'll be walking around on eggshells. You'll spend your entire relationship, well, you know, maybe the first year you'll be fine. It's honeymoon season, but the rest of it, she'll work out the power. She'll work it out how to get it over you, and once she's done that, you are nothing more than a shadow walking around the house. Okay, she tells you what to do. She tells you what to say. She tells you what you should and shouldn't be doing. She'll even tell you how to dress. Yeah, don't like this, don't like that. Full fucking control. And the whole time you don't get none of that, brother. Okay, that is preserved and saved for the next guy. She is preserving herself while she's with you and all of her demands. She will preserve herself for the next person. Okay? It's a fucking joke. You know, they'll meet the next guy and say, oh no, we had an argument. He lives in the spare room. We don't have anything to do with each other. You know? So she'll have a whole fucking relationship with that, and then come home, mate, and give you the rules of the law, right? And it doesn't touch you. Will not touch you. Okay? She'll touch the other guy without a problem in the world. He doesn't have to beg, mate. He doesn't have to ask. He doesn't have to do any of the things that you do, and it'll be handed to him. It'll be handed to him freely. But for you, you need to qualify. You need to do everything that I want you to do. And if you don't do it properly, you're out. You're out. You know, you'll get to a point, man, you'll wake up. You'll wake up. And hopefully it's before they take what you own. It's before it costs you everything that you own. Okay? And it's either you wake up or you're going to end up like me. And there are thousands of me. I'm not the only one, buddy. There's fucking thousands of me, mate. We don't see our kids. They take the children from us. That's the only thing you'll miss is your children. You know, and they take great pride in turning your children against you. And, you know, they really do. They take great pride in it, in turning your child against you. And you never see your kids. You never see your kids, mate. You know, that's my heartbreak. You know, I went through the first marriage, had 2 children. The next day I've got to take them to the court. The next day I don't see them. You know, I miss out on being their dad. I miss out on raising them, and I miss out on all of that. You know, that becomes this other guy's. He's now daddy. Well, since then, daddy's got divorced. So now they're divorced. So I had to give up my fucking shit for this cunt. You know, and you still get divorced at the end of the day. So here we are with the second one. This is where we were before, boys. Now I don't even get to be a dad again. You know, and you know, it fucking breaks your heart. You know, like you have your children and each and every one of them are fucking taken from you, and you get divorced and they fuck off with somebody else, and he gets to raise your children for you. And you can go to court and fight as much as you want, but the courts are not there for you. They're not a family law court. It's a woman's law court. So they will do exactly what she wants. You're not going to get any satisfaction out of a courtroom. None at all. And it cost me 38K. It cost me 38K to do that for 4 years. 38K. I spent everything I had on it. And that's all you're there for. You're there again for your resources. You're there again to be sucked fucking dry and then cast out and thrown away and said, oh no, you've run out of money. You know, we're going to end the case, and, you know, your daughter will never see you again, never have contact with you. You know, and the court will turn around and say, well, what do you want me? What do you want us to do? We can't force her to obey the court order. We can't force her to obey what's on the paper. So, you know, we're just going to give her full contact. We'll just give her the whole... And that's how it worked out for me. The judge looked at me and said that to me. You know, what do you want me to do? I can't force her, Mr. Barker. And I said, well, basically you've told her that she doesn't have to obey anything. You know, and that's how they get your children from you. You don't have to be a bad guy, bro. You know, the woman just doesn't agree to anything and doesn't obey to anything. It doesn't take much to have them taken from you. So it's stripped us, mate. It stripped us of the happiness of marriage and meeting someone and being with someone happy, and then being a father and having a family, and it's been stripped from us. It's been taken from us as men. And they reckon by the year 2030 that 60% of women will be single and childless by the year 2030. Okay? So I don't know if that, you know, I don't know what the future holds, but I was watching Maths. I wouldn't want to be married to any of these women. None of them. Not a single one of those wives
cared or loved their husbands. They all said it, but their demands make you realise that, yeah, they don't really love their husband at all. One of the brides, the guy had to move to where she lives, okay, because it's all about her. There was nothing to do with him at all. Don't give a fuck about the guy's life or whatever's going on in the guy's life. They don't fucking care. The whole episode is about her and where she lives and what she wants and what she needs to be happy. And you know what she said to him? She said, I don't want to go on birth control, so I need you to go and have a snip. And we can't have any relationship until you've got the snip. Fucking scratching my head, mate. These women think they're so fucking good. They think that gold is just, you're just going to down and have a procedure done. You're going to get a procedure done because she's so fucking special. Yeah, doesn't want to go on the pill. Doesn't want to use anything. Doesn't want to. Oh no, he has to do that, or it's marriage over. It's an ending for me. Like fucking poor guy has got no choice in anything. Never had a word, never spoke up. It's all about what the woman wants. It has nothing to do with what the man wants. They don't care what you want. You're secondary anymore. I don't want to be secondary. I don't want to be last on the list. I don't want to be the one that's always caring and wanting to know how you are and trying to make up with you. I'm sick of that fucking shit. I'm done with that. Done with it. So I don't think they offer anything more than that. They're not capable of it. They're not capable of it because none of their friends have done it. None of their people they know are like that. They relate to what they know, right? Well, if you've got a bunch of fucking girlfriends that don't cook, they don't clean, they hate their fucking boyfriends, and they're bagging the shit out of their boyfriends every time around them, what do you think? What do you think your girl's going to be doing? She's going to be doing exactly the same thing, So no, why would you want to, and the falseness and the lies and, they'll look you straight in the face, and they will lie to you, straight to your face. They'll lie to you. Yeah. It sucked, man, because I actually really, I fancied my wife. And I never, always wanted to shag her like a good husband wants and could never shag it. Always wanted to shag it, mate, because you can never shag it. So you always want something that you can never get. If you can never get it, you want it. It's like a chocolate milk. You didn't feel like a chocolate milk, but suddenly you want a chocolate milk. And you fucking want your chocolate milk, bro. And then you go to the fridge and there's no chocolate milk. Or you go to the fridge and there's a chocolate milk there, but you're not allowed to touch it. You're not allowed to have it. You can't drink it. That's what it's like being married. It's like walking around, right? And it should be open to you at any time, right? You should be able to have that any time. And you are on fucking restrictions, mate. You're on restrictions. You're not allowed to fucking whatever you want. And they'll walk around in their fancy little underwears and bras, and they'll walk around the house and they'll show you what's available, but you're not allowed to touch it. It's a head fuck. It's a total head fuck. And it's a horrible fucking head fuck. It's not a good head fuck. It breaks you down, boys, inside. It turns you, man. It really does. It turns you, because you got no chance. I hate that fucking shit. I hate it when it's in front of you and it's displayed and, like they're walking around with it, right? But you're not allowed to touch it. When the fuck has that ever been? That has never happened to me in my life. Never in my fucking life have I ever had a girlfriend or wife living with me and you're not allowed to touch it. You're not allowed. It'll walk around in bathing suits and underwears and bras and it'll fucking do all that shit for you, but you're not allowed to touch it. How the fuck cruelty is that, mate? That's just cruel, bro. It's cruel, because you're in love and you're expecting expectations of your own because you're with that person. You're devoted and married to that person, right? You've got a ring on your finger, right? You've got a ring, right? You signed on the piece of paper, right? So that's supposed to be yours. You're supposed to be hers.
Okay, it's both ways.
But she never grabs you, man. She never grabs you and fucking...
She never does any of that. She doesn't want anything to do with that. And she doesn't want you fucking touching it either. That's for like next Thursday.
Other than that, I found them mean and nasty. They kicked me off my TikTok too, man. They kicked me off my TikTok, man. They fucking closed down my TikTok. Permanently banned. Permanently banned on TikTok. Now, I put the masks on and wore the masks for a little while, and I got flooded with fucking complaints. Flooded. You got no idea. Flooded. So yeah, they took down my whole thing permanently. Not allowed. I tried to appeal it or whatever, but yeah, TikTok is gone. TikTok is gone, mate. How's that? Out of all those fucking retards that are on there, all those pedos, all those people that are on there, I get kicked off. What a joke, mate. What a joke. Yeah, they don't like what I say over there, man. Everything is bullying and harassment. Everything is bullying. It's all bullying. Whatever you talk about is bullying and harassment. I mean, there's going to be someone that's listening to me now that doesn't like what I say. Well, bang, they've got you. Straight on TikTok, bullying and harassment report, bang, get you taken down. It's that fucking easy. And if they've got 2 phones, they multiple report you. And then they do another report on top of that. They'll go 3 or 4 different reports on the 2 phones. Make it look like there's 2 people that are complaining.
So they took down my channel. They took down my channel, man, on TikTok.
No, thank you for the $1, but please don't give anything in the thing here. Please don't. lorddobbyking@gmail.com is my PayPal, and I'll actually get the $1. I'll actually get it straight away, even if it's just $1. On here, it could take up to 4 months. It could take up to 4 months, okay? So it takes forever, because you got to build it up. They don't just send it to you, buddy. You got to get it over $100, and once it's over $100, then they pay you out. So it could take you whatever.
I think I'm up to $96 or something on
my channel for the last 4 months. I think that's about it.
I think I can show you actually. Yeah, well, I think it's taken 4 months,
and we're at $97 or something. So yeah, it's nothing to go bragging about. But I don't make videos like other people do. I just do live streams. So that would have something to do with it. But yeah, for me directly, and I can use it. It's PayPal. It's straight away. I can use the money. Thank you though. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I do thank you. Just thought I'd tell you. That's what happens here. When are you coming to Gold Coast to do real estate with me, bro? Victoria full of inbreds, mate. It's too hot for me. It's too hot for me, mate. I'm sorry. It's just so fucking hot. And yeah, I am terrible in the sun, in the hot, mate. I am no good. I get sick really easily. My body needs to acclimate or whatever it is. Because Victoria is totally different weather, so I go up there and bang, I'm sick straight away. As soon as I get off the plane, boom,
it hits you, man. That fucking heat just fucking hits you.
Yeah, I went up there for a week. And I haven't been up there for a long, long time. Real estate was fun. I was with a chick that was into real estate. I was with her for a while. I had to leave, man. I had to come back here. I got an apartment and I got animals, and I could only stay up there for a certain amount of time. But I had fun with her while I was up there. But no, I haven't got a job, mate. I work 2 days a week as a cleaner just to keep the government happy.
They've got me down as a fucking absolute loser. You haven't got a car, you haven't got a job, can't really go out and do this, can't do that because I haven't got transport, right? So it cuts me down on a lot of the fucking jobs they want to send me for, man, because I haven't got fucking transport. So they've marked me right down as just doing these fucking couple of days and just send off for a few jobs.
It's one job now. One job. That's it. That's all in my workforce thing. I only have to apply for one job, and that's it. So the meetings are every 3 months now instead of every 2 weeks. Every 3 months. Wow. Fuck. I was like, yeah. You know, because you got to go in every 2 weeks and you got to sit there in front of their computer and answer questions. Rah, rah, rah. And I said, well, my situation hasn't changed. We're still rah, 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 rah. And yeah, they deregulated me, whatever you want to call it. I don't fucking care. You know, I'm pretty pissed off with the whole situation anyway. You know, they're supposed to be a fucking job agency. Like, they are supposed to find you a job. That's their job agency. But they don't do shit for you. They haven't got a job for you. They call you in there to tick you off on a box so they get paid. They don't do anything. They've never sent me for a job ever. They've never sent me for a job, ever. Okay? Ever. So, you know, I'm not exactly too happy with them. Okay? I'm not exactly too happy with them. So you're just in there to tick a box, mate, for them to get paid from the government. That's all it is. That's the only reason you're in there. You're not in there for any other, you know, you know, it's not like you can go there like the old days and there's jobs sitting on the board and you could actually apply for a job, a real job. And you know that Seek place, you know Seek? I think it's fake. I think they're ghost jobs. I don't think they're real. I think they just do it to bring up their site, you know, so it makes it look like it's busy, so they have a whole bunch of fucking jobs there. But in reality, those jobs don't exist. They're called ghost jobs, or they're jobs that the company sends in that they've already got an employer for, but they want to see if there's someone better qualified. So they get a whole bunch of people to apply for the job. Maybe he's retiring, maybe he's going away, whatever. And then they get, that's what they do. You don't actually get a fucking job, mate. Okay? I don't believe half these jobs are real. I told that to the lady. I believe they're real. I really don't. I think they're just done for the website so that the providers get paid. Okay? The advertising and stuff like that. But I don't think they actually are applicable jobs. You can't actually call them up or whatever. Victoria will be the first state to put you in a Labor camp for speaking out against the government. Yeah, I believe that. I believe our government has to come down on all of anybody that's like me, mate, in order to keep us quiet or put us in the jail or AVO us. They'll put an AVO on you so you're not allowed to go on the internet. Because they've got a whole bunch of their new hate laws now, a whole bunch of their new anti-speech laws and banner laws and anti-Semitic laws and anti-phobia laws. And, you know, have you noticed the protests have gone? Have you noticed that? No more Palestinian protest. Nothing on TV, nothing rah-rah. Don't you find that fucking funny? How they had all of these protests out on the street every single day. They get the new laws passed. And there's no more protest. No more. That's it. Finished. They got the new laws passed, man. That's what they wanted. So they have control of it, right? But in our Constitution, mate, it says free speech. It says it in the Constitution. So you can either rely on the Constitution and fight that battle in court, or you can rely on whatever fucking laws, whatever they make up. I don't like them, man. I don't like any of their shit they put on us. I really don't. Yeah, I really don't. They'll make it like COVID. You know, you say a bad comment and they come and knock on your door. You say something unapproved and they'll come and knock on your door. And the idea is to arrest you. It's very easy for these blue coats, mate. They just arrest you. They don't have to charge you with a whole lot. The idea is to give you bail. They understand the trick. The idea is to give you a bail. That's part of it. You're not allowed on the media. And that's all it's about. Okay, and then you go to court in 12 months. So you're not allowed on the internet for 12 months or 3 months, whatever the court date is. Most of the time on an AVO, it's 12 months. You get a 12-month AVO. And then at the 10th month, 11th month, they send you a letter to say to come to the court, okay, about your AVO, to have it to fight for your AVO. And they're counting on you not turning up. They're counting, the government will be frothing at the mouth if you turn up. That they are really hoping you don't turn up. Because if you don't turn up, they get automatic judgment, lifetime AVO, lifetime. So now you'll never be allowed on the internet, ever. Ever. The order is forever. So that's what they're counting on. But you're right, 100% right, yeah.
with everything that's been talked about and stuff like that, I don't care.
I am too old to care. Oh, I'm too old. I don't care. And I've got nothing to lose except my liberty. Nothing. I don't have anything. I got nothing
I got nothing, man. I got nothing. I'm on Centrelink. So good luck to that. Okay, they can put you into jail or whatever. And, hey, fucking free meals, fucking free television, fucking, that sounds fucking okay. No bills, no rent, fucking,
I'm only joking, man. I'm only joking, dude. I don't do anything that's going to get me into trouble. I do talking or whatever. But I've never been in trouble for that. Never. I don't know if I know better than to say certain things, though. From the river to the thing, you'll get charged here for that. They will come and charge you, okay? So if they can pull, whatever they can to anti-this and anti-that and anti-phobia and all the rest of it, they certainly will, without any doubt. And it's called self-regulation. We have to self-regulate now, what we say. And especially I do, because I'm in front of the camera. You guys are all right. You can comment whatever you like, but I can't. Yeah, they will charge me. Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, especially if they're offended.
Shit, dude, they would have already had me arrested. If it was up to the viewers, I would have been arrested and jailed fucking 8 years ago. I would be in jail now. They'd have me re-arrested if they could. You know what I mean? They put in fake videos from TikTok, mate, in the magistrate court to have me arrested. They wanted me charged based on those videos that are on TikTok. They wanted me jailed. Like, fuck, you shake your head. So no, mate, even my own viewers want to see me in jail. My own viewers. They'll sit there and watching and hating everything you say, and they don't like it, but they don't go anywhere. But they'll sit there hating you and trying to work out what they can do in your life to fuck you up. And, they do everything to me. You called my job. You tried to have me fired at my job. You've tried to have me fired. If you knew anything about whatever, you would contact the landlord. Without a doubt, you would try and have me kicked out. You try and have me fired at any job that I go to. You try and have me fired. You actually contact HR. And these are people that watch me. So don't pretend that you're my friend, okay, or that you're looking after my interest or whatever.
You want to cause me harm. You want me fired.
You want to take my living away from me.
And then you want to bombard my house or wherever I live with your false reports. And in your brain, that's logical.
I'll just call the cops and tell them that you've got a babying and holding a hostage. Yeah, that seems logical. Yeah, because I really hate him. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to lie my ass off to make sure that you go there. And I'm going to feel justified about it. I'll feel good about it. It's not even based on facts, man. You have to lie to them in order to get them to react the way you want them to react. Yeah, that is correct, yeah. 100%, yeah.
Yeah, and my job. And HR at my workplace. Yeah. Yeah. 100%, yeah. Yes, yeah, they call them. Yeah, they call them, man. Knock on the door, the whole thing, bro. They came here, knocked on everyone's fucking door. They didn't know where I was. They knocked on everyone's fucking door. And they found me, whatever,
there's nothing here. I don't have anything. They wanted to get me into trouble with this one. It's medicinal. I've got a piece of paper. It's medicinal. Can't touch it.
They can take it, but I'm not going to get into any trouble. I'm not going to get into anything at all. There's no charges.
Because I've got a piece of paper. And all I've got to do is take my fucking down to the chemist again, and I'm sweet as a nut. And as long as I don't open it before I get home, there's no charge. Because I'm not trying to do anything. Okay? So as long as you're at home, you're in your own premises and you're not driving anywhere, you're not going anywhere, there's no thing. But that's what they tried to get me busted for, okay? In Australia, there's, even if it wasn't, it's a fucking $200 fine. That's all it is. It's not jailable, boys. You can't get me jailed for that. Sorry. In fact, I didn't even leave the apartment. I didn't leave here. I didn't have to go anywhere. It's fucking searched the whole fucking thing. You know, of course I haven't got a babing. What do you think I am? Fucking, a fucking gangster? What do you think you're looking at here? Fucking, the guy with the fucking in the hat. What's his name? Al Capone? You think I'm Al Capone? I got fucking shit everywhere? The fuck, man. I ain't got any of that. It's a small one-bedroom apartment, man. It takes fucking 5 minutes to look through shit. But that's what they try and do. Then they'll call your workplace if they find out where you work. They speak to HR and send them a whole bunch of TikTok videos. Me screaming, rah, rah, the TikTok videos, man, the fucking Photoshop cunt. They send all those in and they say they're real. Look, this is what he's like. This is how he treats people. Look how he treats them, rah, rah. And they try and get you fired. I was called into the office, mate. Called into the office by HR. Fucking, they're showing the videos, rah, rah. I just started laughing, rah, rah. And the boss said, look, man, I'm not going to fire you. All right, I'm not going to fire you because, there's nothing in there about business. There's nothing, you don't have anything in regards to work. I said, no, of course not. Of course not, He said, well, that's all I care about. He said, I don't care what you do, Charles. I'm not in charge of you. This is Australia. I don't care what you do after hours, as long as you turn up for work and you're a good worker and you go home. He said, that's all I care about. He said, if you've got my insignia in your videos, if you've got my workplace in your videos, then I would fire you because you're bringing it on my company, okay, making us look like that, whatever. He said, but there's nothing in those videos that even relates to us. He said, I watched them. He said, there's nothing in there at all. He said, I don't care about yelling or whatever. He says, what do I care? He says, seriously. He said, oh, I don't care about that. He says, I only care if it's going to hurt my business, if it's going to damage the reputation of my business. And he said, there's nothing in here that is going to do any harm to my business. He said, so just go back to work. He said, don't worry about it. Go back to work. Yep. And fuck, that was a serious meeting, dude. Now, I was so scared. I had my supervisor from the floor. The supervisor, I had the boss of the factory, the big boss in the office, and I had the owner, the person that actually owns the fucking joint. There's just 2 or 3 brothers that own the factory. Multi-millionaires. Multi-millionaires. I felt really intimidated, man. I really did. I just kept my mouth closed and just fucking closed my mouth. Because, these are really rich people, dude. And you've got the boss, you've got the supervisor, you've got my guy that's on the floor, my boss on the floor, and then his boss, and then his boss in the room. And, the big boss didn't say nothing, nothing at all. The day-to-day running is this guy. And this guy's, well, it doesn't interfere with the business, it doesn't rah-rah. So that's all we're concerned about. We're concerned about our reputation, but other than that, we don't care what you're doing. Go and do whatever you want to do. But they don't do you any good, mate. They don't do you any good, okay? Trust me. Occasionally we get a couple of bucks in PayPal. I'll admit that. I do thank you for that, viewer. I got one for $10 and I got one for $20. And I do really appreciate you. Because that really, hey, it helps, eh? But other than that, there's no monetary value on the channel at all. None. None at all, okay? So don't think you become rich by doing what I'm doing. You don't become rich, mate. All you do is create enemies. You create your own enemies. You create your own, okay? Because they have no compunction in what they're doing. None. None. They feel justified, bro. I'm just going to do this to your life, and in their mind it's justified, okay? So don't think that being in front of the camera, you watch these people on TikTok and all that,
Don't think that they're anything, mate, because trust me, bro, they're not. I'm not. You know, I walk down the street and people ask me for pictures and autographs, and they'll sit there staring at me because they're trying to work out, is that the guy that I've seen or isn't it the guy, right? And it's fun, don't get me wrong, it's fun and stuff, but it can bring you a lot of harm. It can bring you a lot of harm, man. You know, I was at having a sausage roll, sitting down at the table having a sausage roll, minding my own business. You know, I'm just watching my TikToks, and some guys recognize me. Some guys fucking recognize me, man. And you know, the next thing you know, I'm the abuser. I'm this and I'm that, and I don't say nothing. The guy's fucking, you know, you yelled here, you did this, you did that. No, I just fucking, mate, I didn't do any of that. It's all Photoshop, fucking social media bullshit. So the guy got so upset he pushes me down. Physically pushes me down on the ground. I didn't expect it at all. So I grabbed the chair that I was sitting on and I'm trying to hold the chair between us. You know, keep away from me, mate. Keep away from me. And I've gone to grab the phone to take a picture of the guy, and the guy takes the phone and smashes the phone on the ground. Smashes my phone. You know, and then fucking runs. Takes off. You know, they like, these people really believe they can come into your life and they can assault you, they can smash your property, and they feel legitimized. They feel like it's righteous to do that. You know what I mean? Like, I had to have a chair, fucking physically hold the chair up and say, mate, fucking get away from me, you know? Fuck off, right? I don't even know why we're arguing. I don't even know. So it's not fun. It's not fun, mate, and there's no monetary value to it. You're not improving your life. You know what I mean? Like, I went home minus a fucking phone. I'm using the cheap phone here. Minus my telephone and bruised up. And I only went down to have a sausage roll. I wasn't even doing anything, yeah. But you'll get assaulted, mate. You'll get fucking bashed. You'll get, some people get so upset with you that they turn up with a KNIFE and they want to, right? Or you'll just get someone that lobs up and just wants to belt you, just get out of the car and wants to punch on. That happened to a guy on TikTok. Just this week, or last week, it happened to him on live, okay? The guy just rocked up on live stream and put the t-shirt over his head and then just started whacking into him. No, nothing said, just whacked into him, started punching into the guy. So the streamer's bloodied up, he's got a busted eye and fucking bloodied up and shit like that. And all because you're a streamer. All because this guy's taken offence to whatever you've said. And they come along three-handed, three of them in the car. That guy jumps out, pulls the thing over, starts laying into him, bang, bang, bang. They get back into the car, they drive away. And the guy's sitting there on the fucking ground all fucked up. You know, for what? You know, I thought about it. I thought, mate, you copped all that for what? What's the reward? Can you buy a coffee? You know, you didn't get gifted, man. You didn't get any gifts. Just talking, mate, you know. That's the Muslims. The Muslims fighting Muslims. You know, one's a Sunni and one's the other one. You know, they're different. I didn't even know there was two different ones, but there's two different Muslims. You know, they believe in different things. They even fight each other, mate, okay? And then they get on TikTok the next day and they're apologising to each other, you know. He's apologising to the guy that belted him, and the guy that belts him goes, oh, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Because he doesn't want to talk about it on the internet because he could get charged. He could get charged for that. You know, that's physical assault. You just assaulted him. You just rocked up on the stream and belted him and then drove away. That's fucking assault. That's common assault, okay? That's chargeable. But because they're both Muslims, they don't want to press charges. They don't want to press charges. They don't want the blue coat involved because it's Muslim against Muslim, okay? Muslim against white person, they'll have you charged. They will try and charge you, okay? After they've belted you, they will try and get you charged because they were just so intimidated on what you were saying. It's against our culture. It's against what our ideology. And he was talking, and that in their pea brain is enough to say, well, that's good enough reason for me to go and belt him.
It's good. That's a good enough reason. That's their fucking. That's their logic, mate. So you can't deal with that shit, dude. That's why I'm trying to remain calm. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't yell, scream. I do a little bit of theatrics, but nothing compared to what I was before. Yeah, because all you do, man. See this motherfucker, man. See this motherfucker. I got fucking what do you call it? But it's like McDonald's fucking internet, bro. I got Optus, the leading internet provider. But it's like I'll get up and move around a bit, Verizon, and I'll go for a bit of a walk in a minute if that's okay with you. I haven't had a walk today, and I've got to get out and about a little bit, just to stretch the leg. Pardon me, stretch the legs and my back. My back has been hurting me. I'm pretty lazy, and my back has been hurting me. My legs have been hurting me. Like I don't know what's wrong with me lately, man. But I wake up tired. I don't know I don't know what's wrong with me. I wake up tired. Like I'm tired, and I've just woken up. I've just done 8 hours or whatever, 8 hours or whatever, and I wake up freaking tired. So it sucks. Does this work that way? It doesn't work that way. Opera is locked. Rotate device back. Okay. I've got to do it at the start, mate, don't I? For it to work. How did they find out where I worked? Well, I don't know. I think I might have it on the uniform, just the signia on the uniform. And, that they got nothing better to do than to track you down, find out what that signia is. And because they sit there watching me, I tell them I work here, I work there, I don't give a fuck. What are they going to do to me? You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. I know it sounds weird, but I don't actually care. I don't care. Like, I just thought to myself, there's no way I could get into trouble at work, rah, rah. And I'm trying to get men motivated to get a job. Like, I'm trying to get them motivated, get a fucking job, get a trade. This is a good job, rah, rah. That's why I haven't told them where I do my job now, the 2 days a week. I don't tell them. I don't tell them shit. I don't tell them nothing, man. I tell them on the way home from the job, I'm like catching the bus or whatever, but I don't actually tell them anything about whatever, okay? Because I'm just there as a cleaner, and I don't need to go through those problems I had before. I really don't. It's just, it just causes a lot of heartache in my life. That's all. No, not at all, Charles. No, that person's gotten everything they want. They have gotten everything they want. Okay, there's no reason for them to even look at me. There's no reason for them to care about whatever. Why would they care? They've got more money than me and you put together. Okay, they're very, very wealthy. They've got the house, they've got the kid, they've got everything. They've got their parents. They don't care about you. They're wondering which millionaire they're going to marry. They're wondering which millionaire they're going to marry, mate. Okay. And I doubt whether they're in the country. I doubt whether they're even here. Okay? And if they are here, it would be a very short visit, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. I only care about my kid, mate. I don't care what they're doing. I only care about my daughter. My daughter's good, man. She's happy, you know what I mean? She'll be well taken care of, and she'll go world travelling everywhere around the world, and she'll have a good life. She'll go to school in China, I suppose now, and I don't know. It'd be nice to be involved, wouldn't it? It'd be nice to have some kind of say in your own daughter's life. But for a woman, they don't care what you at all. They don't care what a man or a father, they don't, man. It doesn't comply to what they want. So you got no choice in the matter, bro. There's a lot of people like me, mate. A lot of fathers like me. I'm not the only one. A lot of us have had their custody taken. Pardon me, taken from them. That's just how it happens nowadays. It's normal, man. But blue coats used to be respected and people used. Now they can't even pull over someone on a scooter without fear of arresting them wrong.
lawsuits. I suppose so, man. I don't know. I've never had any dealings with them, other than that, nothing at all. I don't have any dealings with them. I know one thing, man. I'm pretty happy to have them, at the train station. It's nice to see them walking around the train station because it's pretty fucking dangerous. Like we had a young person here was raped on the train, mate. 2 stops away from where I live. 2 stops away, and then they got to Frankston, and that's where she got help in Frankston. Because there was no one in the train and no one on the stops. No one was getting on, so they did their thing, mate, for all that time. So no, now there's cops, mate. There's 2 cops at every station, all the way to Frankston. So I mean, it would have been fucking handy if they were there on that day with that guy. Like seriously, I said to the cops, "Fuck, can't you like do an extra day or something and do patrolling around the fucking shops and that instead of just the station?" Because like the other day I was assaulted, pushed down on the ground, my phone was smashed. The guy assaulted me, and then he gets to walk away. I don't have a phone to call you. There's no other, and I asked for people's help, and everyone just stood there looking at me. Everyone just stood there looking at me. They didn't nothing at all. I asked them to call the cops. Nobody calls the cops. Nobody calls the cops. They just stood there watching me argue with this fucking retard in the middle of a park. And I said to him, man, I said, you threatened me. You said to me, if when we go around the corner, that you're going to belt me. You want to punch on. I said, well, we're in the park now. Did you want to punch on? Because there's no one fucking here. Okay, it's just me and you here now. I don't have to fucking pretend shit now. Now there's no witnesses. There's no fucking cameras. Fucking, I want my fucking money. You either pay me my money or I'm going to follow your fucking home. I will follow you everywhere the fuck you go. And I'll find out where you fucking live. I'll find out your address. I said, you don't know me, man. You don't know me. You don't know me. I said, I will have you charged. You'll get charged with assault and you'll get charged with fucking breaking of my property. Give me my fucking money. Pay for my phone. Okay? Give me my fucking money. So I demanded the guy give me, or I'm going to follow you everywhere. I followed the cunt all over fucking Seaford, mate. All up and down the streets, all around the fucking blocks. Follow the cunt, him and his dog. And he's like, fucking get away. Mate, I'm your shadow. You don't seem to understand this, mate. You assaulted me and broke my fucking property. I'm not leaving your fucking ass. I'm going to find out where you live. That's what I want, mate. I want your address. I want to know who you are. Give me your ID. Okay? Because I'm going to get you charged up. Okay? So either pay me for my phone or I'm going to get you charged. Simple as that. So, I pulled 150 off the guy, bro. I pulled 150 off the guy out of his pocket. Give me the money for my phone that you broke, or I'm going to follow you wherever you go. This is it for me. I've got nothing better to fucking do now. You've smashed my phone. I can't talk to my daughters. How do you expect me to talk to my kids? You've broken my phone. So unless you can replace my phone, then we've got a problem. Okay? And yeah, so I got 150 off him. I got 150 of him, mate, because I was getting really fucking pissed off. I was okay walking around, but now we're in the middle of the park and you're putting it on me. Fuck you and what you want, cunt. Give me my fucking money. It doesn't matter what the fuck you do to me. I'm going to follow you wherever you go. I will follow you wherever you go. Because right now you're on assault and you're on breaking of my property, whatever that charge is. You broke my personal property. You've got no right to do that. None, no right to do that, none. You can't just walk up to a stranger, mate, and you don't like what they're watching on their phone, or you've recognised something that I've said or whatever, and you get to assault me. You get to push me down. I'm an old fucking man. I'm 55 fucking years old, cunt, right? And then you want to smash my phone. You want to smash my property. So no, mate, I got 150 of him. That's how I got another phone. Okay. Yeah. That's how that worked out. I'm okay, mate. I try to be passive. I try to be nice because I'm medicated. So it takes a little bit more to get me arced up. And once I'm arced up, I blank out. So you give me my fucking money or I'm all you fucking everywhere until I find out where you fucking live, and then I'm going to have you fucking charged, and that's how it's going to go down. It's as simple as that. And I said real low, real low, because now my hands are up. My hands are up, and I'm talking to him, because I'm not going to let him push me. I'm not going to let him touch me, and I am waiting. I'm waiting, right? If I could, I'd had enough, mate. Honestly, I put up with him all the way through the shops, all the way smashing my shit, chasing him from the meat pie shop all the way around the corner, all the way down the block, all past the river, up and down the river. By the time I got to the park, I'd had enough. I put my bag down on the ground. I said, there's no fucking witnesses now. You pay me or fucking we've got a whole lot of world of trouble right now. We really do, because I'm not walking away from you. So you pay me my fucking money or we're going to have some problems, okay? But I've still got the phone. I can prove to you it's broken into two different... It's unusable, But I lost all those pictures. I lost my videos. I lost my contacts in my phone. Everything. This is a different phone number. Even the SIM wasn't usable. I couldn't put the SIM back into this car, into here. The lady said that it's broken. It's broken physically. You can see it right there. It's scratched across it. She said it won't work because it wouldn't work properly. And she said, you need a new SIM card. So I had to change my phone number, man, which I didn't want to do. Seen the Blue Murder series, Roger Rogerson. Nah, he's a crooked cop. I grew up with him, mate, when I was young. I grew up with Roger Rogerson and that other guy. He killed the kid. He killed the drug dealer, the kid, with Roger Rogerson. Yeah, that's the one, yeah. That's the bloke that did it. They stole his drugs, mate, apparently. They wanted to steal his drugs. What is this, the old man sending me a message now? Oh, fuck, you're kidding or what? It's Sunday, isn't it? I'm not... 5:20 on a Sunday. I can't get you a packet of smokes now, man. Fucking... Maybe the smoke shop's open. The old man sent me a message, you get him a packet of smokes. No, she hated it, man. I can't blame her for that. Man. I really can't. I bring a lot of stress on my family, mate, for no value. No, just never do what I did, boys, please. Never do what I did, okay? And I understand I was in the wrong. I understand that. Like I really do. So I was completely in the wrong for all of that. Bringing those kind of things, that stress and that negativity into your home, there is no excuse for it, mate. It doesn't matter if the person treats you whatever it is. It doesn't matter. You've interfered with their life and in your child's life. And I am very sorry for that. I am. I'm very, very sorry for that. Because I'm out in the garage and every time they called somebody, they'd knock on the door first and they would wake everybody up and pull everybody out of bed. And, I'm in the garage, mate. I'm the last person to fucking know. I really am. If they've already gone through the house, they've gone through everybody, then they're knocking on my fucking garage door. So I really, really regretted that, man. I really did. But by that time, there's no point to anything because you're sleeping in a garage, mate. You're sleeping in a garage, bro. The person don't give a fuck about you. They haven't cared about you for fucking 4 years, 5 years. They have not cared about you. You have slept alone every fucking night, mate. That's what I put it down to. I thought, fuck, here I am, like, regretting it and, I'm sorry, rah. And I thought about it one day. I thought, hang on a minute. I live in a fucking garage. I've never woken up with you ever. Like, you hate me. You fucking literally hate me. You've made my life for the last 5 years fucking absolute nightmare. You've done everything you can to make my life shit and to bring me down and make me feel like shit about myself. And you're really good at it. You're really, really good at it. So no, I had no regrets after I thought about that. None at all. Absolutely none. I thought, I don't owe you any. I don't owe you whatever you think I owe you. Okay, because I know that it suits you that I'm in the garage or I'm in a spare room sleeping, but that's not how you're supposed to treat the person that you're married to, or you're with, or that's your girlfriend, and you're sleeping on the lounge. That's not your girlfriend. That is not your girlfriend. Okay. Um, it's not a matter of letting her take control, man.
You can try and do it, man. Try, Jimmy. Try. Try. And then come back and tell me. Okay? Try. Try it. Try it, mate. And see what happens in your life. See how your life just fucking plummets from that point onwards. You know, you're going to have a person that is not happy with you, Jimmy. She's no longer smiling at you because you've disagreed with her, or you're not obeying her, or you're not complying to what she wants. The sweet niceness and charmness has gone. You're now dealing with a neutral face that doesn't smile at you because you're not complying. And she'll ignore you. Have you ever had a girlfriend, mate, ignore you? Ignore you like you don't exist. You could be in the same car and they ignore you. They don't even look at you. When you get home, they walk past you. You don't exist. Then you get to the night time, mate. That doesn't exist. That's off the table. You see how the control comes into it, Jimmy, when you wanted to open your mouth? You see what happens when you open your mouth? This is what you will be dealing with. And then you'll be dealing with somebody that does talk to you but is rude and nasty and abusive to you. And you're supposed to cop it. Because you know if you say anything, it's going to get even fucking worse. Good luck. You will never have peace. You'll never have peace and love and happiness and smiley. It all exists as long as you comply. If you comply, then you will have your happiness. The minute you say no, or the minute you have an opinion that is from her, it all falls apart. All of it falls apart. You want proof? You want proof? All you got to do is watch maths. Just watch maths. Look how these women are. That is a broad range of Australian women together, right? And have a look how they are to their husbands. Have a look. And they're married, right? They're married, right? And look how they are abusing their husband, yelling, screaming, drama, non-stop verbal diarrhea coming out of their mouth. They don't care about the husband. They don't care about getting to know him. They don't care about this. They don't care. They care about what that woman is thinking, what she is doing, what... The whole thing is the same, mate. That's reality. That's life. That is what they are like. Did you see when Danny Boy, the husbands open their mouth up? He hasn't said a fucking word, mate, in ages. He just sits there listening to her. You know, and he turns around and he just says, look, you know, I didn't come here for this. I came here to get married and get to know the person I'm married to. I didn't come here to be surrounded by drama every day. Did you see the wife's reaction? Fuck, and that Beck woman, she went off her brain at him, mate. She's got the finger in his face like this. You know, you don't support me. You're not live and right and all that shit. And then she gets up after she's had her speech and she storms off. She storms off. And that's exactly what your wife or your girlfriend will do. Exactly the same. It was so relatable to me. Because the minute that you don't do what that I didn't comply, I got the rules, the finger and all that, and then storm off into the bedroom and slam the door in the bedroom. And that's it. It won't talk to you now for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Totally ignore you. Absolutely ignore you. Walk straight past you. So Good luck, Jimmy, sticking up for yourself. It won't work. It won't work, mate. You sticking up for yourself. In her mind, you're saying you're sticking up. In her mind, she sees abuse. That's all she sees. She sees someone that's not agreeing with her, that's not going to do what she wants. In her mind, that's abuse. You see how they turn it around? It's regarded as abuse. You see? So how can you also how can you have a relationship with someone that has no accountability? They have none. No accountability. Their words, their actions is your fault, whatever it is. So it makes it really hard to work with somebody that can never say sorry. She's never sorry. It's always your fault. And you will not have a relationship, mate. It's a one-way street where you're going home walking on eggshells, hoping that you don't say something and do something to upset this perfect human being because, hey, a little bit of love and kindness would be nice in your home. But that's their power over you, boys. You're wanting of that. And she knows that power. And the only power she's got on you is her strength. Her I'm number one. You've got to do what I say. And it's like the thumb is on the forefinger right here, mate. Every day for a married man. It's like that every day for a married man. Okay? He has to comply. He has to comply to keep her happy. If you don't have happy, if she's not happy, the whole house is like darkness. It's like you can feel it in the air, mate. You could cut it with a knife in the air, whatever you want to call that. That cloud of horribleness, that negativity. That have you ever dealt with that with a woman? Okay, because they are very good at it. That is correct, Joey. Yeah, that is correct. I was a stranger in my own marriage, and don't think I didn't recognise it, and I was very upset about it. I was invited there. The person invited me. I said no. I've got to stay and do the bills and house, and no. Come along. We'll have a great time. I'll show you everywhere. I'll take you everywhere. Fuck. I've got pictures on my Facebook, okay? And, it's just me walking on the street and this person's, 5 feet away. She's 10 feet away because they don't want to walk next door to you because someone might think we're together. So they walk 10 feet away from you, okay, because they're embarrassed. They're embarrassed of you, okay? They're embarrassed to be seen with you because they're a perfect fucking model in their mind. They don't see what I see. They see perfection, a perfect 10, okay? Fuck, are you kidding or what? So, they don't even walk next door to you. They walk 10 feet in front of you. They're embarrassed, mate. It's not like I didn't know, man, okay? It's not like I didn't know. And I thought it would be different because I got invited there. I thought it would be different. Like maybe I might, it might be different, right? But the same thing applied, man. As soon as I got there, I'm put into the spare room, this little tiny fucking room with a cot in there, and my DVD player. This time there's no beer, there's no snacks, there's no nothing because you're married, okay? So they don't have to be kind to you no more. They don't have to do shit for you anymore. So come 8 o'clock at night, the whole fucking joint's in darkness, and you're not allowed out of your room because it might, they might hear your footsteps. So don't go out of your room. I said, what happens if I want to go to the toilet? Fucking, I'm gonna go. Make sure you close the door. Make sure you're really quiet. Like fuck, there's no joy. There's no joy. Fucking none. Like I actually got 2 weeks into the holiday, and in the middle of the night, I'm fucking yelling out like what is going on between us? Like you never come anywhere near me. You never talk to me. You never fucking. We never even. Is there any chance of some? Any chance of that at all? Like fucking, or have I got to go another month? I got to go another month, right? And then you're here another month before you come back. So that's 2 months. Like, I may as well just go and have a fucking wank. I may as well just go and have a fucking toss and don't even ask her again. Don't even bother
fucking going through it or whatever, don't even bother anymore, Chad. Just don't even fucking bother. Because she seems to find pleasure in knocking you back, boys. She'll find pleasure in it. In denying you, she'll find pleasure in it. Like she's got it over you. She's got that power over you. And she's only going to give it up to you when it pleases her. Okay? When she's, there's no spontaneous thing. It's horrible. It's fucking horrible. Don't marry them. Don't marry them. Don't move them in. There's no fucking value to it. I don't know what the fuck you're even worried about. Like all of these men are worried about rah. They don't understand what the fuck do they go. They don't understand it. Wait until they get what they fucking want, bro. They realise it ain't all that fucking great. It ain't all that fucking great. And the only thing great, mate, will be taken from you. The only thing that's good, mate, will be taken from you. The only thing that's fucking, that you love will be taken from you. You'll be like me, mate. At the end of the day, you'll be like me. And hopefully you're a little bit like me. Because a lot of other men are in a worse positions than me, mate. They're down the pub drowning their sorrows, mate. Or they're on the glass barbecue trying to forget, trying to fucking get over it. And they end up in a... Look at the suicide rate for men after family law court. It's on Google. And it'll just really upset you, boys, if you look it up. Because you'll realise what men go through. And at the end of the day, after the family law court is done with them, and that light has been taken out of the tunnel, and you're no longer going to be able to see your kids, that you will say to yourself, why am I here? Why am I going through this? Why did I... and you want it to be over. You want it to be over. I cannot tell you how hard it was to not want it to be over, to finish yourself. And a lot of men do that now, mate. We have a very high suicide rate. Very, very high. Like really high, unfortunately. My art saved me. In case you were wondering, okay, making my art and talking to my daughters, talking to my oldest, that saved me from that, because I want to be a part of my kids' life, man. Whatever it is, like however old they are or whatever, I want to be a part of their life, and maybe one day I'll be a granddad. Maybe one day they'll have kids, mate. You never know. One day, right? So I could be a granddad, mate. I've got girls for children. I've got women. So maybe I'll be a granddad one day. And plus, I'm medicated. I'm medicated, mate. And 420 doesn't make you want to neck yourself. Okay, it's 420. If you do the other shit, then yeah, you probably would get a little bit psycho and more down on yourself and stuff like that. Yeah, but I don't want to believe what they say. I don't believe that about myself. I don't believe that I'm this or that or the other or whatever. I know what kind of dad I am. You know what kind of dad you are. Okay, you know what kind of husband you were, if you were a bastard or not. You know what you deserve to be treated like and how you don't want to be treated like.
That's like watching. That's like watching those women, right, on maths. They abuse and abuse their husbands and treat them like shit. And you turn around, and the minute that he says anything, to stick up for himself, he's abusing her. That's the first thing that comes up. He's abusing her. He's had to cop 2 weeks, 3 weeks of her bullshit, just non-stop verbal diarrhea. Yeah, that's what makes it hard. So why would you want to deal with them? Seriously, boys, fuck, I shake my head, man. What I thought was marriage just doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. It's a one-way street, okay? Other than that, enjoy your successful life. Try and get a career together. Put all your effort into your career. Put all your effort into building yourself up and getting your bank account and, making yourself happy, okay? Because once you meet a female, your entire existence is trying to make her happy. That's your entire existence is trying to make her happy. And the more you try, the more that you're going to have to try, because it'll never be enough. It's you can never satisfy her, mate. My mind, you can never satisfy her. I could never keep her happy. There's always something to fucking have a complaint about, or, just create shit. Just create something to complain about, Or the toys aren't put away. When I come home, I want the toys put away and I want the house all clean. And since when? Since when? We've got a 5-year-old. She plays. She's got toys. I pick them up. That's my job. Okay? I'm her dad. That's my job to pick up the things and clean up after her. She doesn't have to clean up after herself. She's 5 years old. When she's older, I understand. But right now, I like taking care of her. I like putting the toys away. It's not a big problem for me. But she's wanting to chastise the child, to teach the child she's got to put away toys and stuff like that. And I said to her, I don't agree with that. She's too young. She's too young, okay? And you're not your mum, okay? And you're not her, okay? So if you want her to be right the way you were, then you treat her the way your mum was treating you. Otherwise, you don't treat her that way, okay? Because she's going to have the same temperament as you at that young age. For me, mate, no, I'm happy to be dad. That's my job. Yeah, everything spick and span. Like when I was here, I thought to myself, not a single day did I ever come home and say to this woman that I want everything clean before I come home. I want it all tidy before I come home. I don't like all the mess on the floor. Just kids' toys. Just stuff, normal kids' stuff. Not once. Not once. But as soon as you sign on that piece of paper, she's got full, and you're going to be living under rules, bro. You're going to have 100 fucking rules come out of nowhere. And if you don't like it, well, I want a divorce and you have to leave. I want a divorce then. You don't want to obey me? I want a divorce. And she knows she has all the power. Don't give them the power, boys. Just don't. They're not worth out of it. All right? Other than that, I'm happy. And then other than that, I keep my mouth. And that was the other big argument was the protected, bro. Come protected. Because I've been arguing with the Dower boys. Not arguing, just having discussions, not agreeing with them. It doesn't go down well. I went into one of their live streams, boys, and the Muslims were boxes open, and they're trying to convince people that we would live better under Sharia law, and Sharia law is great, and it's this and it's that and everything else, right? There's nobody there pushing back. Nobody, nobody pushing back. It's like a little echo chamber. All the Muslims get together and tell each other how great Sharia law would be in Australia. So that's what they intend on doing. All right? That's what they intend on doing, is introducing Sharia here. They would like to have Sharia here. So
They're pretty open about it nowadays. They're not shy in having a conversation about it. They go on TikTok and run a live stream. You know, in the old days they wouldn't have done that. But nowadays they have political power. They have seats of power. So they're not afraid. They've got laws written for them. You know, you're not allowed to say this and you're not allowed to say that. They've got laws protecting them now. So that's why. They need the laws, man. They need the laws. Otherwise, there's just too much that you can hit them with, and they have no argument with. So they need those laws to protect them, man. They need those laws to protect them. What the fuck? The old man keeps calling me, man. Let me answer his phone call, man. I'll try and come back a bit later. I'll go see what the old man wants. He's like 85, dude, so I'll go and check in on him. Stay happy and blessed, viewer. I hope you are happy, healthy, and well. You know, I do hope you have someone that loves you. I really do. You know, I have got my fingers crossed for you, okay? And if you love someone, I'm happy for you. And if they love you, I'm even happier for you, okay? Stay blessed. If you want to support the stream, is whatever it is, lorddobbyking@gmail.com is the only way you can drop us a tip or whatever you want to call it, a blessing. Nothing is expected. Nothing is whatever, man. I come here to spend my time with you freely, okay? But if you want to chuck me that, that's what it is. Thank you very much. Have a good day. I'll go and check on this old bloke before it gets too fucking late. And I'll catch you next time, boys. And there's the piece there. That's pretty, I wonder what broke that. Like, it's got some strong-ass winds, man, or storms or something. Anyway. My second stream for the day. For the people that have watched my my stream later, because there's nobody in the room right now. This is my mental health thing. This is what I do. Okay, after you go through all the bullshit, at the end of the day, you know, you go for a bit of a walk, mate. You know, I try and do it during the day or at the end of the day or in the morning. Like whenever I feel down, you know, whenever I feel like it's going, you know, I start thinking things, I go for a walk. And I wanted to pass that lesson on to my stream, to the gentleman on my stream. Go for a walk. That's what I do. I go for a walk. I go to wear myself down a little bit. You know, it's good for my back. It's good for my legs and my arms and whatever. I don't know if I want to take the. I'd take the trail. But I recommend you just going for a walk, being outside, getting some fresh air wherever you are. Or, you know, just walk around wherever you are, and you know, spend like an hour outside just having a walk. And you'll go home and you'll feel a lot better. You know, within yourself you'll feel better, and you haven't given up to the demons, so to speak. You know, which is what I call them, the demons. You know, the ones in your head doing all the talking. You got to try and switch them off, mate. We've all got them. We all have them. Okay, it's, you know, it's that inner voice inside of you, and we've got to try and calm it down. We've all got one, male and female. And this is how I do it. So I try and pass it on to my stream and explain to them. Good on you, mate. See, that's what I need, boys. Look at that. Fucking brilliant, cunt. Far out, man. I want a bike. That's fucking brilliant, eh, man? Fuck, dudes. That looks fucking sick, dude. I want one of them, man. That would just suit me at my age, right? Oh, my God, Father. I'm going to save my money, man. Save my paper, and just try and enjoy my life. Not try and worry about and stress about things. And, you know, like there's nothing I can do about it, okay? It's no good me. And I say these things to try and get you to relate to it as men. There's no good worrying about things that you can't change, gentlemen. Okay? You know, like you don't have a job like I do. Dude, I send away for these Seek interviews, whatever you want to call them, an entire list. That's why the lady kind of like gave up on me, because I showed her how many jobs that I'm actually applying for through Seek on my Seek platform. I showed her.
And it's all the way down the list, mate. And I never get a single phone call back, miss. And I think that's where the conversation, I think they're fake, and I don't think the jobs are real. And you know what I mean? We had that conversation. But this is what I do for my own mental health. This is how I get over it. I don't like the gym. I don't want to stress my body because I'll have a bloody heart attack. I'll spend 10 minutes on the mill, mate, and I'll drop over fucking dead, mate, because I'm too lazy. I just know my body, okay? I don't want to go to the gym. I thought about fishing. I like fishing. I thought about getting a fishing pole and going fishing. I think I would enjoy that. What you got to do, gentlemen, is find what you enjoy again. Find your happiness. Because when you get married as a man, we both know that you devote yourself to your wife. Devote yourself to them. You are devoted to her. That is your wife. She is the one that is all encompassing to you. That she's the only person in the whole world that really matters to you. So you spend years and years or whatever with that person, and at the end of it, when they've gotten rid of you, you don't know who you are. You have lost your identity. You have lost what made you happy and what makes you, you. Yeah, because you've just spent years and years placating to somebody else's happiness. You've forgotten about your happiness. You've forgotten about what makes you happy and what you did, because you're too busy trying to make somebody else happy. Okay, and you spend all of your time making somebody else happy. And then when you're alone, you don't know what to do. You've got to find your happiness. Find your happiness. So that's where a lot of men, they fall off the branch, bro, because it's really hard to find your happiness again because you're missing parts out of your life. And the missing parts override all of the other parts. I don't know if that's a way of explaining it. That's how I am inside anyway. I feel dead inside, like nothing there, a blackness. Yeah? Nothing bad, just an emptiness, an emptiness inside of me. So now I've got to find the things that I enjoy, something else that makes me happy, you know what I mean? And your job won't save you. I'm sorry, boys, your job won't save you. There was not a single hour that I was working in that factory that I did not think about Echo. There was not a single hour. I thought about her all the time. I looked at pictures of her on my phone. I would wonder what she's doing and if she's gone to bed now, and because I work night shift. So, what I'm saying to you is just because it's out of sight, it doesn't mean it's out of mind as a man. It's never out of your mind because you're no longer a dad. You're no longer able to do any of the things that you were doing for your child beforehand. And it'll be the only thing that you miss is being a father. It'll be the only thing, man. You will not miss anything else, I can promise you. Oh, you might miss a little bit because you're, madly in love with her or whatever, but majoritively it'll be your child. So my happiness is just going for a walk. Going for a walk, maybe catching the bus, going over to my friend's house. Hi, how you doing? Stay there for 10 minutes or whatever it is because I know the bus is due again. And that's it for me. And my friend is happy to accommodate me, because he knows what I'm like. He knows that, that it's good for me, and I don't get home until 7:30 at night, and I don't watch TV. I don't have the television on. I just watch my TikTok. I have a shower and I go and lay in bed and watch TikTok. You know what I mean? So my whole life has changed. I'm basically laying in bed at 8:30 at night, watching TikTok, and I'm happy. I'm happy, boys, because I have peace in my life. I have peace, So whatever it is that, it breaks that for you, go and do it. Whether it's riding a bike or, going to the gym or go fishing, go bowling, whatever it is, man, that makes you a little bit happier. All right? You do not need a woman to be happy. Wow, that's a long train.
You know, you got to find your happiness within you again. Because remember, dudes, that's what attracted them in the first place. So you got to get back to that where you were. And your kids grow up so quick, mate. My girls are so big now, mate. Like, they're grown adults now. They have marriages and boyfriends, and they're happy, and you know what I mean? They're happy, right? That's what you want for your children. You want them to be happy. And they're happy. Both of my daughters are happy. They're in love, and they're with people they love, and they take care of them, and they love them, and they watch all of my videos, and they don't like this, and they don't like that. But it's improved their marriage. It's improved their relationship, because it's made them realise that, hey, you know, I do love my husband, and I do take care of him, and I do want to love him, and I do everything. Because I ask them, you know, how do you treat them? You know, are you, right? I ask them, boys. I'm straight out with them. And because they're my kids, you know, you don't lie to them. You don't lie to your children, bro, even if it's good or bad. You don't lie to them. I'd rather fucking tell them the truth and they don't like me for 10 minutes rather than lying to them, you know? So my videos aren't all bad. They're not all bad. But find your joy. Find some peace in your life, boys. I promise you, the peace that I have in my life, I'll never give up. I don't want to ever go back to where I was before, or what was happening in my life before, or how I was treated before by a woman. I would rather be alone. I'd rather be alone, you know. I'd rather be alone. Well, I'm diagnosed, priest, so I'm allowed to by law. I don't have any, bro, if that's what you're asking me. No, I've got no weed, bro. Absolutely zilch. Absolutely zilch, mate. We're on our way, mate. We're going to fucking sort it out for you, bro. We're going to fucking sort it out, bro. We're going to get the sticky icky, the banana rubber, the fucking Queensland gripe, bro. We're on our fucking way, bro. Don't you worry about that. We're going to get that fucking shit sorted out for you, okay? We've got you fucking hooked up, bro. Oh, jeez, mate. You know, I'm okay, mate. I'm all right. I don't have anyone to take care of. I'm on my own. I don't have any children to take care of. I don't have a girlfriend to placate at home. I don't have anything. I've just got myself. And it helps me to sleep. It helps me to sleep, man. That's the truth of the matter. It helps me to sleep. And some of the days I've woken up in the morning, man, I have not been good. I have not been good, man. My mind is not fucking good. Okay? I'm depressed as fuck. I'm diagnosed, bro. I'm not giving you any excuses. I'm fucking diagnosed. All right? So, you know, some days, yeah, I'll admit to you, they're fucking bad. Like, I didn't even want to get out of fucking bed. You know, so I'll go and have a couple of chongas and go back to fucking bed and sleep. I can't fucking get up, man. My head's not fucking, you know, so like I'll sleep a little bit longer. I'll admit that. I'll sleep. I don't give a fuck. If I want to stay in bed, I'll stay in bed, yeah? And then when I feel like getting out of bed, I'll get out of bed, have a shower and go for a walk and try not to be fucking depressed. That's basically it, man. Try not to be depressed, because it's fucking depressing, bro. It's fucking depressing, man. To never see Echo, to never be a part of her life is depressing. It's fucking horrible. It's horrible, man, okay? I love my little daughter. I love her so much. I miss her so much. So, no. So I have good days and I have bad days. Look, my days aren't always good. I will admit that to you. But I don't do anything. I don't, you know, cause any problems with anybody or whatever. I don't come online and share it with you. I don't tell you about it. I try and just, you know, say to you, everything is great. Just do this, just do that. I do not tell you about my personal, you know, like it is a bit of a struggle sometimes. I don't have their medication. I've been offered their medication many times by the doctor, and I've knocked back his medication. I don't want to be on that stuff. So I took down the other road and went for the natural medication, and that's why I ended up with a certificate. because I refuse their meds. I refuse the meds, mate. Man, I love Dr. Pepper. It's the best fucking soda out, mate. It's very expensive in Australia, though. Dr. Pepper is very expensive here, man. Like $4, $5 a bottle for Dr. Pepper. And it's like sarsaparilla, right? It's got that licorice taste. And it's really nice ice cold. Really nice cold. We don't have it in Australia. Yeah, an e-bike. Yeah, I want an e-bike, man. I want an e-bike. I love you, man. You want to say hi? Say I had a horrible day today and that you brought me a lot of joy. Oh, thanks, priest. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you for your kind words, man. Yeah, I haven't been online in the past here. I've been taking it really easy. I thought maybe I might try and do something on TikTok, but it's I don't know, it's near impossible for me, for my character and for the masks and all that. I get kicked off and permanently banned now. I'm permanently banned on TikTok. I can't believe that. I really can't. Like, I'm permanently fucking banned because I've had the masks on. I talk about the masks, I talk about the subjects I do, and TikTok is not a streaming platform. It is a battling platform, a coin platform. And that's why they do their battles, and they don't really do anything else. They just battle. And everybody else gets kicked off. I do believe there are people on TikTok that just spend their time reporting streams. That is how they get off. They get off on it. You know, they actually, like, they enjoy it. So they look for any opportunity to ban you, to get you banned. And then they found my second channel, because I've got another channel, and they found the second channel and they reported all of the 4 videos that I've got. I've only got 4 videos on the whole channel because it's new, right? No one's subscribed to it. No one's there. It's fucking 0. And they found that and they reported those 4 videos to try and get that channel taken down. That was today. They reported that. They reported that yesterday. So I had to deal with that today. So they tried to get the second channel banned also. So they really don't want me on TikTok, mate. They really don't. I came here yesterday. Boys. I treated myself, man. First time in fucking absolutely ages. The first time in ages that I've been here. And I had a $12 Palmer, $12 chicken Palmer, and I had a beer, $7 beer, bro. $7 yesterday for a schooner. So I had a beer. And I had a lovely chicken schnitzel here yesterday, mate. And I ate all of it, man. I was so hungry. I ate all of it. I haven't been splurging. I've been losing weight. I don't know if you've noticed or not. But I'm trying to, like, get rid of the fat that I had on me. I don't know. I just felt fat. You know what I mean? I just felt fat, right? So I went on a bit of a diet, really. Just fasting. Just fasting, mate. One day fast, the next day have a meal. The next day I only eat one meal, so it's just dinner. Like, I haven't eaten today. Oh, yeah, I did before, sorry. I had the eggs and the bacon and that. And that's it. That's it for me. I am not hungry at all. I'm not hungry at all. So I probably won't have any dinner tonight because it's, you know what I mean? And you're just stuffing yourself when you're not even hungry. So look after yourselves, boys, is probably what I'm saying. Look after yourself. Yeah, I've been a good boy, mate. I haven't been stuffing my face. Hey, boys, get down to, I think it's Coles, and get this, it's called Kippers in mango sauce and pepper. All right, it's in an orange tin. It's called Kippers with mango sauce and peppers. Mate, it is the tastiest fucking bit of fish that you're going to ever eat. It is so tasty. It's really cheap and it's really tasty. And I've never had it before. And I was watching these TikTok videos and this guy's like trying out different seafood. You know, he's trying out different things. And I thought, well, that's not a bad idea. I'm going to go and try that. So I went down to the supermarket and I bought all these kippers and fucking sardines and fucking, you know, I fucking tried them all out because I've never had them in my life. I've never eaten them in my life. And I thought that, you know, so I tried, mate, that mango one was delicious. Absolutely delicious, mate. One of the nicest things I've had in ages. Put it on a cracker bread, mate, or on a sandwich, or make up some rice and have the hot rice with with just the normal fish. Haven't been to any fancy slap-ups, haven't been to any... I'm not interested in restaurants. I am not interested, gentlemen. I do not care about their fucking slap-up Chinese fucking restaurant anymore. I will only buy groceries. I buy food that I can cook myself. All right, that's what I like. All right, cool, man. We've got 50 minutes or some shit. That's good. So I just buy the grocery and I cook. I do my own cooking. I've got chicken, Mexican chicken at home, stir fry, Mexican chicken stir fry. So all I got to do is make some rice or maybe some potato. This is my local train station, Seaford. It's nice here on a Sunday, eh, boys? Look how peaceful it is, mate. Isn't it lovely and peaceful? I'd like to go and sit down, but the kids are there with Dad and just leave the kids alone. I can go and sit in the train station. I'll go and sit in there for 10 minutes, mate. Because I'm bloody lazy. I've got to sit down. No big goals, mate. No. We're not going anywhere that's any great path or whatever. We're just getting out of the house for an hour, mate. Getting some fresh air, getting some blue skies, you know, so we don't have to sit inside the apartment all day. And this is what I recommend to you, because I find if I'm sitting in my apartment, I tend to dwell on things. I tend to think about things, and you know, some things are good and some things are bad, and I cannot do that anymore, boys. I'm trying to not dwell on the negative, you know, because you can't change it. There's nothing you can do about the situation, man. So sitting there worrying about some things and sitting there dwelling on things and worrying about it and you can't change it, it's just going to put you into the grave. It's going to put you into the grave, little brother, okay? It's going to put you into the grave. So try not to do that, man. I don't know, man. What's for dinner tonight? Chicken stir fry. Around 9:30, 10 o'clock, mate, if you're hungry. Around 9:30, 10 o'clock, okay? I don't eat early. I had the bacon and eggs earlier, so that's it for me. Old people don't eat a whole lot, mate. We don't eat a whole lot. We don't need like tons and tons of food or whatever, mate. We only eat once a day, or maybe have once at night time at dinner, and then maybe a sandwich or something during the day. Other than that, we get too fat. Look, man, look, I've lost weight, man. See? Right? Lazy, mate. Don't. I'm not interested in running and exercising and all of that stuff. And I don't have to do anything to entice women or make women want me. Yeah, I'm over that. I don't care. I don't fucking care. I don't care anymore. I have no interest in them. I'm a lot happier without a woman. I am a lot happier without them, without the burden and the problem and the worry and the demands and the entitlement and the selfishness and everything that comes along with it. I'm out, boys. I'll retire and I'll just become the wingman. I'll become your wingman, okay? I'll pull them for you, and you can do your best. You can get married, boys. You can do all that. I'm not doing any of that. Yeah, I'm not doing any of that. So I don't care about Biscuit, man. I don't care about Biscuit. And I try and show you Biscuit. I try and fucking put it on the film for you, and you cunts fucking report me. You cunts fucking report me. I can't believe you. You try and get my fucking stream taken down. And you'll even ask me to turn the camera around at the beach. You'll ask me to do it. And as soon as I turn the camera around, you fucking report me. You fucking report me. So I don't even show you anymore, man. But I live down by the beach. So it's magnificent down here. It's absolutely magnificent. But, you know, I'll never go near it, mate. I never go anywhere near it. I don't talk to it. I don't want to know. I don't, you know, I really, really don't. I have nothing to offer them, mate. Don't you understand? I have nothing that a woman would want. Absolutely nothing. Okay? You're only as valuable as the resources that you have, mate. The resources that you can provide, or the resources they think that you can provide. That is your value. Your value isn't them looking at you going, oh, he's so great and he's wonderful and I just want to be with him. No, that's not your value. Your value is what you can bring to it. What can you bring to it, right? What can you do for me? What can you do for me now? Not what you've already done, not what you can do tomorrow. What can you do for me today? What can you do for me now? That's what your value is. That is your value, okay? That is why they ask you, where do you live? You know, they ask you where you live, what car you drive, and what job you have, so that they understand your value in the world. It's a little mental calculator, okay? They all do it, bro. Every fucking one of them do it, and they think they're smart, okay? They think they're really clever, man. They really, really do. They think that they're the first woman to ever ask a man those words. They really, really do. They think they're the very, very first woman to ever ask a man those questions, okay? See, it's good to be a dad, mate. Right? It's good to be a dad. Right? The best thing in the world, mate, is to be a dad. Right? He's got his little boy and his little girl there at the car waiting to come into the car. He's probably dropping his kids off to the ex. You know, best thing in the world would be a dad, mate. To watch your kids ride the bike, to watch your kids enjoy it. That is what you are born here to do. You are not born here to work your ass off, pay off a house to the government at fucking huge interest rates, get married to some woman that fucking ends up hating you a few years later and ends up taking you for everything you fucking got, and you end up like where I am. You know, you're put on the earth, mate, to be a father, to be a husband, you know, to take care of your children and be a father. You know, that is why you are made. That is why you are born as men. You know, we are forced into divorce, mate. We're forced into it, man. We have no choice in the matter. 80% divorce rate initiated by women. So men don't have a choice in the matter, bro. They have to fucking, you know, you really don't have a choice. And the blue coats, they'll help her. They will help her all the way through, mate, all the way through. All she's got to do is say she feels like she's in danger. Yeah, that's all she's got to do. You haven't laid a hand on her. You've never done anything to her. But that is all she has to do to the blue coat. And the blue coat will believe her. You know, the blue coat will not take the chance, mate, that she's not correct. So you're going to lose, buddy. Any way you look at it, you're going to lose, buddy. New Sonic game in the works. I don't play Sonic, mate. I don't play those video games, man. I wouldn't know anything about them. Support Windows 7 and Windows 10. I don't have a computer. I got a computer, but I don't really go on it a lot. To merge with Paramount. Well, I don't really care about that either, man. I don't think anybody cares about any of that shit, dude. I don't think anybody fucking gives a fuck about any of that shit, dude. Fucking corporations. We don't care about what corporations are doing, man. I don't anyway. I don't. So they reckon this fuel thing, mate, is all bullshit. Over in Australia anyway, they reckon that it's all bullshit. The government has done it, you know. They knew what was going on. They knew the shortage was coming in. They knew the price was going to go up, and they just collected like $300 million extra in GST. Okay, that's what it's all about. As soon as the price went up, the government collects extra taxes, and so far, mate, in the last month and a half or 2 months, whatever it is, they've collected $294 million extra dollars through GST. Okay, so the government does not give a fuck, mate. It's, you know, like, honestly, and the price will never go down again. It'll never go down to $2.60 or whatever you're thinking. It will remain at $3 and $3.30 for diesel, and they're going to collect their extra millions and millions of dollars in GST every year. So they're not in any rush to do anything, mate. They don't care about that kind of thing. It's not really, you know, it's not really high on their priority list, mate. Put it that way. So they'll let it go for as long as they can, a month or 2 months or whatever. You know, they don't care about the trucks on the side of the road or anything like that. They're collecting their money, mate. They're getting the maximum they can. And if it goes to $3.50 a litre, it's even better for the government, of course. You know, all of this is benefiting the government, okay, through taxation. It's 70 cents a litre, man, tax, 70 cents, and then it's 15% GST. It's not 10%, it's 15% GST, all right? On top of that, that's every litre that they sell, they get that money. So it's huge money, mate, on every single litre of tax on petrol and diesel. So I don't think there'll be in any rush to cure it, bro, or to get it done, bro. And I don't know how people can afford to live. I really don't. I don't know how you can afford to go grocery shopping or whatever you want to call it, and you've got a family to take care of and all of that. I don't know how that's even possible now. Not unless you're earning, you know, $1,500 to $2,000 a week. Like, you're going to need $1,500 to $2,000 a week, mate, to live normally, and you're going to need probably $2,500 a week to live comfortably, you know, because it's extra expenses, mate. Everything has gone up. Petrol, food, it's across the board. So the life that you had before, you're earning $1,000 a week or whatever, that's what a normal person earns. By the time you've done your rent and your car and your credit card and you pay for your fuel and your food, you've got nothing left over, bro. Absolutely nothing left over. So people are going to start struggling, man. I don't know how they do it, man. I really don't. Because when I go to the supermarket, man, I am only buying yellow ticket. I'm only buying what's on half price. I never buy out of the cabinet. I really don't. So I don't know how you guys are finding it. How, you know, like, maybe you could leave a couple of messages there in the comment section how you're finding it. See, even this little fucking thing would be great, mate. Look at this. He's fucking kicking along, mate, and I'm walking. Look at that. Fucking perler, brother. I need a fucking scooter, mate. I need a scooter. I would like to ride around a scooter because I'm a pretty lazy fucking type person. Very lazy. Oh, God. Thank you if you subscribe, mate. You know, thank you very much. I appreciate you. I thank you very much, viewer. That's a little bit of income for the channel. I do appreciate you. If not, chuck us a follow. No big deal. Chuck us a follow. You know, I appreciate your company. Appreciate you joining my channel. And I'll try and come on a bit more often now. My TikTok has been permanently banned, just for the same things that I talk to you about now. But it gets mass reported on TikTok. So they had my channel permanently banned yesterday. I couldn't believe it, permanently banned. So, yeah, bang. I've got another channel called lorddobby 2020 on TikTok. It's got the mask on the display in the front of the window. It's got a mask there. So yeah, if you want to join that, great. It doesn't really bother me too much. I should just concentrate on one social media channel. You're not obligated here in any way. I don't, there's no obligation, mate. Okay, you know, like the stream, great. If you don't like the stream, great. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not going to be chasing you down or demanding anything from you, okay? I come on because I just want to share some time on my channel, and it keeps me busy, and I can talk, and I can get through my life, mate, talking shit. You know, I've got nothing to lose now, boys. You know, we can't have Echo no more. They've taken all my parenting rights from me. So we've got no reason to not do what I want to do. Yeah. If I had Echo, mate, I wouldn't even be online. I wouldn't have anything to do with my channel, nothing at all. I would just be concentrating on my daughter. But we'll never have that. We'll never have that. I cannot believe it, boys. I really can't. It's a fucking hard hurdle to get over, brother, let me tell you. You know, especially if you were part of my early streams and you've seen how I was with my daughter. And, you know, we're never going to see her again, mate. Don't you know? We have no contact with her. So it's heartbreaking, mate. It really is heartbreaking, mate. Every child deserves a parent's mate. Every child existing deserves their mum and dad. Every single one of them, they deserve to know their parent, yeah? So for a woman to think that you should never see your child again is probably one of the cruelest and nastiest things that any human could do to another human. And in her mind, she's legitimized. You know, you know what I mean? It's righteous, yeah, that you should never see your children again. And it's heartbreaking, man. It truly is. It's one of the big hurdles you got to get over every day. We all go through it, bro. Everyone that's been married and divorced goes through it, okay? You know, I just feel sorry for us men that don't see that, that's all. I really do, because there's just too many of us. There's too many of us to just be a coincidence. Like every man walking in the door is an abuser, and he's this and he's that, and it's all the same fucking thing. Every single man gets accused of the same shit, mate. Every single one of us. The same storyline, the same fucking words are used, the same thing over and over and over. And then you walk into court, and the court, it makes sense to the court, the woman judge. It makes sense to her. You have no chance, boys. No chance. Your lawyer is woman, the judge is a woman, her lawyer is a woman, and only a woman's point of view matters. Only the woman's point of view. Oh, no, mate, I don't do any of the yelling out or whatever, mate. My children watch my videos, mate. My kids watch my videos. Ex-wives watch my videos, mate. Ex-wives. Family members watch my videos, bro. Okay, my children watch my videos. If Dad starts to yell, then my daughters call me up and say, Dad, are you okay? Okay, my daughters are concerned about me. So I don't ever want to receive another phone call from my daughter who thinks that Dad is upset and Dad's rah rah rah. Okay, I do not want that phone call ever again. I don't want my daughters thinking that way about Dad and ex-wives and all the rest of it. Once you do that over and over, mate, it just justifies everything that they've got in their brain. It just justifies everything in their brain that they're thinking about you. So don't give them any power. Don't give them any power in your life, bro. Don't let them have that power over you. So no, mate, I'm calm, I'm rational, I'm just a normal guy, mate. The same guy I was before I even met the person. The same guy I was before I married her, yeah? That's who I am. I'm getting back to that normal person, mate. You see how it's good to be Dad, mate? He's taking care of his daughter, man. He's making sure all the driveways are clear. Look how he does it, man. There's the wife. There's the husband, there's the father. You see how we are as dads? That's how we are, mate, devoted to our children. You know what I mean? We're the ones that are playing with them. We're the ones running around with them. We're the ones that take them to the park, and we take them to the pool and everything like that. See how Dad is? That's how dads are. There's Mum and there's Dad. Okay? And that's how your dad is. That's how I was with mine. Now imagine, she wakes up one day and I don't want anything to do with you, and he never gets to see his children again. He never gets to see the little girl again. That's it for you. You're done. All right? You go from all of that happiness, all of that joy that you have there on display, and you go to fucking nothing. You go to zilch, mate. You don't even see the child. It's heartbreaking, bro. It honestly is. That's correct. A man takes care of his kids, mate. Yep. While you're with them, you'll be able to. But once they've got you divorced, mate, you'll be lucky to see your children ever again. You'll be lucky to see them ever again. Okay? So that's not how it works, buddy. I wish it did. I wish it did, mate. Nice out, eh? Nice and peaceful here, bro. Nice and peaceful. Anyway, take care. I just wanted to drop a line to you boys, let you know, man. Go outside and go for a walk. It's good for your mental health. It's good for your mind. Helps you to sort out your soul. And it's good for you, man, to get out of the house and just go for a walk. And I thought I would share that with you. After I've done the big stream with you, I've just, put a jacket on and go out for a walk. Go out for a walk, mate. I'm going to leave you now. But I'll go for a full walk all the way down the main road of Seaford, all the way through down to the beach, and then all the way home. Okay? That's what I'll do. So I recommend that to you. Go for a walk. Thank you, man. I'll be safe, yeah. I'm fine, man, thanks, man. I appreciate you. You're pretty awesome too, viewer. Thank you very much. If you think I'm awesome, then you're awesome. Just subscribe to, follow the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever it is. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, okay? I'll try and come on a bit more often to say hello to you, whatever I'm doing, whatever. I'm not here to, cause problems or whatever, negative energy in your life. I'm not here to bring you negative energy. I just want to highlight things to you so that to save you pain in the future, to save you problems in the future, to save you ending up where I am. To save you ending up where I am, okay? I want you to be happy and successful in your life, okay? I want you to be happy and successful in your life. And if things are fucking up your brain, I need you to go for a walk like I do. I need you to get some fresh air and just go for a walk. And, you know, that's it. If you go to the gym, whatever makes you happy. But I thought I'd just share with you that that's what I'm doing after the stream. You know, I go for a walk, just get some fresh air, go and sit inside for a little while, watch a few videos. Then I'll go for a walk down the main street and I'll head on home before it gets dark. Okay? And that's how I handle my mental health thing. I don't know how to explain it. But that's how I handle mine. Now, I don't know what you do to handle yours, but don't dwell on negative shit. Don't sit at home dwelling on stuff that you can't change. You know, because it's gonna give you a heart attack, mate. It'll put you in the grave 10 years earlier. Okay? There's nothing I can do about my daughter. I went the full hog, the full stretch. So now there's, you know, I've come to the realization there's nothing I can do. All I can do now is try and, you know, find a bit of happiness, you know, for me. And hope one day that she calls me. Hope one day that she calls, yeah? And that's all I can do. But it's still a big hurdle, mate. I'm doing okay, don't get me wrong. I'm doing okay, but it's a journey, man. So I thought I would share my journey with you so that you understand this is the only way I know how to handle it. I don't know how to handle it any other way. Because otherwise you'll go bonkers, mate. You'll go bonkers and crazy. And it'll drive you slowly insane and you'll end up doing something to yourself and stuff like that. Because there's a very high suicide rate for men. Alcoholism, you know, DRUGS is, you know, the whole thing. Like they're necking themselves, bro. They're necking themselves, man. It's all after family law court. As soon as family law court ends, yeah, it's all downhill for a man. Okay? Anyway, take care. Take care. Stay blessed in your life, bro. Go for a fucking walk, mate, okay? Get some fresh air. Go for a walk. Get some fresh air. Cruise, man. Go for a walk. Get in your car and go for a drive. You know, just go for a drive in your car, mate. You get out of the house for a little while so you don't dwell on the negative stuff. You don't dwell on it. Anyway, take it easy, okay? Take it easy. God bless you and your family. I'll see you another day. I don't know why I came on a second time. It was just to say thank you and to let people know that, you know, this is how I handle my mental health journey, okay, to improve my life, to help me, okay? This is the only way I know how to do it, and that's to go for a walk. Just get out of the house for an hour and go for a walk. Yeah, and try not to dwell on negative stuff. Just try not to, even though it's hard as fuck. Anyway, take it easy. God bless you and your family. See you next time. Sorry about the second stream. Thank you for everybody. I do appreciate you, and thank you very much for being part of my stream, okay? Helping me, helping you. We get through everything, bro. If there's anything that I can help you with, just send me a Gmail. You know, you can send me a Gmail letter, lorddobbyking@gmail. Of course, you can send me your story or whatever if you want me to share it or anything like that. But you can contact me, man, and I'll send you a message back and, you know, wish you the best and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I'm not a bastard. I'm not a complete bastard, okay? Take care, okay? I'll see you in a couple of days' time, man, when I've got something to report to you. Take it, and I'm going to go over and see what this old man wants now. The bus has just come.